Hey everybody, look out the window. White boy summer is officially upon us. And welcome to another episode of the Hot Take Show. Or the Hot Take Podcast, whatever the fuck we're called. We're here for another roundtable discussion on today's burning issues that we have in the sports world. Not really. Mostly baseball and maybe football. We're a very niche market here. If you like lacrosse, fuck you. Go start your own lacrosse podcast. I'm sure it'll be a big hit. Anyways, here with Josh and Dean as always. Nice voice crack. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
No complaints here. Josh?
I'm doing good. Ready to get back at it. Another exciting month of sports that we haven't covered, so we got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, as most of you know, at the time of recording this, our previous episode we did still hasn't been aired.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for that, Josh. Josh is a busy man. Busy with what? Who knows? But so last time we met was, you know what? Let me look real quick. This is very professional to do.
It was before the draft.
It was before. Where the hell did I unsubscribe to my own show? No, I didn't. Okay. Last show was a month ago, but how?
Oh boy, we got a lot to unpack.
The March 31st was our last show that we uploaded. Sitting at 37 views, 4 likes, which is probably us 3 and then a bot, but that's fine. I don't remember what we talked about on that show. It might have been the Josh and myself show. That was just us two. Where we just kind of talked about MLB The Show and how old we feel. Speaking of which, before we get into baseball, Dean has some things to say about the Brewers. But before we get to that, I'd just like to share my old man moment of the week. I decided to,
Great bit.
on YouTube, I purposely looked up. I was like, you know what I'm going to watch today? I'm going to watch Randy Johnson's perfect game.
Yeah.
With the D-backs.
I saw some highlights from that the other day when it was the anniversary. How many years was it ago?
15, I want to say. I could be wrong.
Whenever I think of Randy Johnson, I just think of when he hit that bird.
Yes.
True.
Then I go watch the video of him hitting the bird.
Yeah. It's that, and then, then in his Mariner days, the big unit, as they say.
That dude was really good.
He was really good. He was really good, like, he didn't have that sad, pathetic, like, 40-year-old season. Like, he fucking pitched a perfect game when he was 40. So it's like, no, he stayed good forever. So, yeah, that's my old man moment. I was like, I want to reminisce about a guy I never watched play. He was a little before my time. So, that's what I did. And I also watched...
Who were they playing? D-backs and who?
They were playing, I think, the Braves.
Ah.
Yeah, the Braves really sucked it up that game. They were trash. And then I watched a NASCAR Busch Series race from 2007 for no reason. And that race sucked. It was shit.
Who won?
David Brudeman.
Let me guess. Oh, no.
Oh, what were you going to say?
Jeff Gordon.
No. Not Jeff Gordon. This was a Busch Series race, so it was all the B-team guys. And it was the worst race I've seen in a while. And thank God I didn't watch it live because I would have stopped watching it. There were, in a 200-lap race, they were...
What makes a race bad?
Well, in this case...
What makes a NASCAR race bad?
Well, in this case, there were 200-lap race and there was 26 cautions. So that's fucking terrible. They would go 2 laps and someone would crash. That sucks. Like, the announcers were saying, this is ass. This sucks dick. I mean, they couldn't say that, of course. But and other than that, my opinion, a bad race. Manufactured excitement. That's what I don't like when...
That's that like practices and stuff?
That's like when a race is going... Like, here's what happened. Here's a great example. A few weeks ago, the race, there was a green flag pit stop run. Green flag pit stops. So everybody had to pit one more time before the end of the race. And some people play strategy. Some people stay out longer, hoping there's a caution, trap a whole bunch of people a lap down. That way they have good track position, yada, yada, yada. So one guy, Chris Buescher, he's staying out because he's like, okay, I'm going to stay out, and hopefully something will happen. So during green flag pit stops, a crew member on some team fucks up, and their tire leaves the pit stall and sits in the infield. Now, normally, they throw a caution for that because it's unsafe. They don't want anybody running out there getting fucking run over by a car. But NASCAR decides, well, it's in the middle of a green flag pit stop, so we're going to wait for everyone to pit, and then we'll throw the caution. Basically, fucking Chris Buescher out of a good race because he wanted to stay out because he goes, oh, they're going to throw the caution for that, and then we're good. But instead, NASCAR waited for him to pit, and then they threw the caution, fucking him out of a good finish. So there's stuff like that, and then, I don't know, NASCAR Twitter hates every single race. They find something to complain about. I don't know. As long as the racing product itself is good, I'm happy.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Yeah. So, but in the case of this race I watched, it sucked. They'd run 2 laps and some fucking guy, who I guess doesn't know how to drive a car, would crash.
And they had a full race on YouTube?
Oh, yeah. People do it all the time. It's mostly old races.
Really?
A lot of old races. And then NASCAR, they will upload the full race that just happened every Tuesday.
Wow.
So, yeah. They're not really... NASCAR's pretty good about... They won't... If I uploaded a full race, they might... The worst they'll do is they'll, copyright claim it, so they'll just take the money that you'll make from it. But they won't really they won't ban you from it, which is cool. I wish other sports would do that. I'd love to watch old football games and stuff, but they don't really do that.
No, they do it on that the NFL channel. I don't know what MLB, but they do it NFL and NBA and all you do.
Yeah, and it's but most of the time it's games I don't care about.
That's true.
Yeah, watch Tom Brady throw 5 touchdowns. Nah, I'm good. I don't care. Sorry.
More like a Nick Foles 7-touchdown game.
I'll watch that every day of the week, man. I feel bad for Nick. Actually, I don't feel bad for Nick. I think he's doing just fine.
So they get paid a lot of money.
Yeah, that's why I took it back. I was like, I feel bad for him. Oh, wait, he's getting paid. Never mind. Plus, he's got a Super Bowl win, and he single-handedly fucking alphaed the fuck out of... He did that, and he alphaed the fuck out of Carson Wentz. So that's hilarious to me.
That's true. I'm not a big Carson Wentz guy.
No, I'm not either. What about you, Dean? You've been quiet. What was your old man moment of the week?
Old man moment of the week.
Oh, I've got one after you, Dean. I've got one after you.
Old man moment of the week. I took a nap.
There you go.
On accident.
Yes. There you go. I like that.
Yeah. It was a long week at work last week. Lots of hours. Worked 80 hours. So, yeah, the other day I took my dog for a walk. I think this was yesterday. I don't really remember. And I got back and I laid down on the couch for a couple minutes. Next thing I know, I wake up and it's 2 hours later, and I thought it was the next day.
Yes.
And I was just really confused. But yeah, I took a little nap.
Nice, Dean. Nice. I can't take naps, but a month ago, I had to work the morning shift at my work, and let's just say I was partying the night before, so it was not fun. So when I got home, I was like, I'm just gonna lay on my bed. And I'm just going to close my eyes for a minute. And then it was one of those things where I, scared myself awake. It was one of those where it's ah! And then you shoot up real quick. And I'm like, oh. And 2 hours went by, and I was like, oh, my God, what happened? So, yeah, old man. Falling asleep by accident. That's good. I like that. Josh, what about you?
My old man moment of the week is... the rookie from the Seattle Mariners making his debut from Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Okay.
He went 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and a home run, I'm pretty sure, in his debut. And I think he's 20, I think, or 19 maybe.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. I can't. I don't have the top of my head, but I always like to see a good Wisconsin guy getting a shot.
yeah. That's very
I
that's very old man of you.
I
How old
feel
is?
moments like that the other day. I was at work and I was on the foul line, just a normal day, and
Yeah.
this was against the Marlins, I believe, and they called in a pinch hitter, and it was Jose Devers, and he comes up, and at MFAM Field they have their MLB debut day and their birthday up on the screen as they're at bat.
Mm-hmm.
Jose Devers is like 6 months younger than me. I'm
Oh,
just
Nice.
like at that moment, I'm like, damn,
yeah,
I'm old.
yeah. That's a great moment we've all had to face where it's like now when you watch like college sports and like NFL draft picks and stuff, you are no longer younger than them. They are now younger
Mm-hmm.
than you, and
Yeah.
you realize life has passed you by.
The
And
first guy to do it to me was Zion.
yeah,
That was the first one I was like, well, geez, like I can't. Like he's 19 and like so much better than me.
I know. I was like, I'll never. Ah. And then it's like, man, I wish I was a basketball player. And then you're like, oh wait, I suck at basketball. Never
Yeah.
mind. Like it's not even like I should have done that. I should have picked that at career day. Like no, that was not
No,
in the
wasn't even
options there.
close. Yeah, no. Um, just to give credit where credit's due, his name's Jared Kelenic. I'm going with
Oh,
Kelenic on that
that
name.
guy. Yeah, he's something.
Yeah,
He's good.
yeah, he was good. Yeah, he had lead off right now. So, I mean, he's like 14 days younger than me. So,
Damn,
His first hit was a home run. Yeah.
yeah.
that's exciting.
So that made me feel somewhat old today, this week,
Yeah, another. This is
knowing that there's someone exactly my age playing center field for the, you know,
yeah.
Seattle Mariners.
Yeah. Yeah, and then one more note on the old manness. Last year. I went to Slinger Speedway for the Slinger Nationals. And there was a kid in the field. His name's Luke Fenhouse, and at the time
Mm,
he was 15 years old. And I was mad at him. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing out there?" And it's like I have an interest. One day I want to race on a racetrack. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I take my shitty 2005 Ford Focus and like gut it, put a roll cage in it. Like
dude,
that's as
let's
much
do it.
racing I do. I don't care. I just want to do it one day.
I'll
And
film it.
I got this fucking guy who's not even, he's a freshman in high school and he's racing. And it's like, do you have to start like, if you want to make it in anything, do you have to start when you're a toddler?
I think so. I think you have to be like from like at least like 7 or 8. You gotta be
Yeah.
dedicated.
And it's like, fuck, well,
Tom Brady laughs at that.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But it's
A
like,
lot of great athletes didn't start until high school or
I think Joel Embiid was like 17 when he first picked up a basketball, but he's also 7 feet tall.
I don't know. But in my opinion, those guys are the exception. Like, everybody, like,
oh yeah, by far the
you
exception.
read stories where it's like, yeah, he started racing go-karts when he was 3, and you're like, what the fuck? Okay, I have no chance then. There's no crash course on how to. You want to get into racing, and you're not a baby. Well, guess what? The ship has sailed. Like, you can't. It's like, oh fuck. So you gotta. I have to treat it as a hobby, I guess, which I will. But yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like, why the fuck? Yeah, he started hitting a baseball when he was still in the crib, and you're like, oh, okay. So we sent him off to baby baseball camp, and you're like, oh, okay.
And he came back Mike Trout.
Yeah, he came back. Just fucking Mike Trout. Jesus. So yeah, um, yeah. So we each had our elderly moments. But that's what makes us. That's what makes it fun to be alive in this day and age.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
so to be honest,
I think we need to get into Dean's Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, first
Yeah,
of all,
speaking of elderly, the Milwaukee Brewers are taking years off my life watching these games.
Wow, good
now
good segue.
full disclosure, Dean, I've not watched a single Brewers game since probably April, mid-April.
Let me tell you,
So I've gotten a lot of notifications of a lot of losses. So why don't you fill me
man,
in on
and
what's going on?
it's not even like we're getting blown out. I say they're taking years off my life because every single game is a close pitcher's duel. Not every single game, but so many. Because our starting pitching is so good. Otherwise, we'd probably be getting blown out
Yeah.
on the daily because our offense has just not been there.
Well, Chris Yelich has also been out too. I know it's only one guy, but it also
He's
contributes.
finally got the Ryan Braunism of the back.
True. That's why we should keep Ryan Braun.
Yeah, then he
They
would
can
have had
play
all
every
the
other.
he would have had all the
They can
injuries.
play every other way.
Yes.
I mean, he's not retired yet.
it's true. Call him up.
Who
Sign
knows?
him. Give him like $250,000.
No, just sign him to
League minimum's like $500,000,
sign him to a
Oh,
minor
shoot.
league deal then.
right?
Yeah.
League minimum's like 570 or something like that.
Yeah, but sign him to a AA contract. You pay him like $50.
50 bucks and a free meal or something.
A free meal every
Bucks
2
ain't bad.
weeks, like a free voucher.
Every 3-for-4 game you have.
Yeah. Then he'll come back.
But yeah, you're missing
Well,
a lot of really close games in which our starting pitchers pitch like 7 or 8 innings scoreless or like giving up
how's their-
1 run or something, and then
How's their bullpen looking? I heard that Haters are only good bullpen guy now.
JP Fireeisen's really solid. He had a bad, just not a good outing the other day. I think like 4 earned runs, but
That's gonna happen though.
yeah. But I mean, he went like so long without giving up a run. His ERA was under 1 and his WHIP was under 1. So I mean, like we have a lot of really good bullpen guys, and just not everyone's to their normal self right now.
Like, is Devin Williams even close to what he was last year?
As of right now, no. But it's like it's weird. I think that season last year just like really threw everybody off, and that's why we're seeing what we're seeing. Because like Devin Williams will come in one game and he'll like struggle a little bit, but then he'll come in the next game and strike out the side on like 15 pitches. So
I feel like that's how all the Brewers pitchers are low key though. Like, I think we saw that in Freddie Peralta a lot too.
Hey, Freddie, shout out.
Freddie's having a great season.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, his rookie year was really good. That last half, I think he came up in August. Like the first couple starts he had, like, I know against Colorado, his rookie year, he had a really good start. I think I don't know, that might have been his first start, but the following year he kind of struggled a little bit. That's why you see him. Is he starting now, or is he a bullpen role?
Yeah, he's a starter now, and he's pitching amazing.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job. All of our starters really. Woodruff, Burns, Anderson's doing pretty well.
He just can't hit the ball though.
Yeah, I know. Offense is really kind of the struggle right now, but it seems like that's a league-wide thing.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
You see how many
Except for a select. Yeah, exactly. We're 1 no-hitter away from tying the all-time record in a season, and we're a month and a half into the MLB season.
MLB's gonna start doing some meddling on that.
Yeah, we gotta. I don't know what's going on, but
start juicing that ball more. Yeah, juice that ball.
If they really want to bring in more viewers, like their agenda has been, I think it's better off with a lot of home runs and high-scoring games than it is pitchers' duels. Pitching duels are fun. If you're a fan of baseball, if they're trying to appeal to the casual fans and people who don't really watch baseball like that, pitching duels are not going to be fun for those people to watch.
I feel like, though, like, baseball's a weird sport where it's like, can there really be a casual baseball fan? I feel like you have to invest a little bit more.
Yeah, there's always going to be those people, though, who are like, who don't watch baseball on the regular or keep up with it on the regular, but, you know, on like a family Sunday or like just, I don't know, a weekend are going to go to a game.
Yeah, I guess.
And what's gonna bring them back is like, oh, that was a great time. Like I watched all this excitement type.
When you
type.
see, or like when you see a you see a 2-1 game where it's from the first two runs in the first or second inning, and the rest of it's just shutout baseball. It's like, well,
Yeah,
that's not really gonna bring people in.
Well, yeah. Well,
right.
I of course, as an elderly person, love that type. I love 1-0 baseball games because it's like,
Why?
oh, because I like I don't I think I just like pitching more than hitting.
Okay.
I like watching a guy go 8 innings and strike. I love it when guys strike out more than 10 people. I find that awesome. And
Right.
I don't
But
know.
you don't even see that anymore. I think it comes down to like shifts and stuff too. Like I
Well,
think you
yeah,
see a lot. I think that's where I don't think you're gonna see a lot of 10 strikeout games anymore. I think you're gonna see more people just grounding out into shifts and stuff.
yeah. The
Should
shift.
they
Yeah.
should they implement some sort of rule set on shifts? Like
That
a lot
that
of
might
people
be the.
suggest two people per side of the infield. Like
Mhm.
two people on the right side of second base, two people
Right.
on the left side. Do you guys think there should be a rule on that?
Well, I
I
think that'll help. I
I
think
do.
that'll
Yeah.
help like batters and stuff. Like the amount of shifts they have on. I think a great example is I think the Brewers do it the most with shifts and stuff. I think Counts is all in on that, but I think you'll see a
Yes.
lot of averages go up and stuff, a lot of slugging percentages go up and stuff. So
Yeah.
On the other hand, it's like, sorry, Chance.
No, that's
On the
okay.
other hand, we see these shifts that are so dramatic that you have the whole left side of the
you got
infield open. You could just drop down a
you got
bunt.
the third baseman playing up the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, is it to the point where we just hit to the left side? You know,
Right, or just lay down a bunt to
lay
the
down. Yeah, I would like to see more teams counter the shift with bunts. I mean, there's so many times where it's just like, I know you guys can bunt the ball. Why don't you just lay down a bunt in that situation? It's a free base essentially if you get it past the pitcher.
right. Like you could definitely bunt the ball that far too. Like it definitely could roll out into the outfield.
Uh, yeah. I don't. I feel like they should, cause in have a rule, I should say, because I don't know. At this point, I would have thought teams would have done that more by now. How long has the shift been this prevalent? I don't know, a few years, right?
I
Yeah,
say like
it's.
last 5 years
Yeah.
for sure.
So
I mean, I feel like it's been around for a while, but just not as like extreme as it
Often,
has gotten over the past
well,
like
yeah,
5 years or
because
so.
it used to be okay. You put the shift on for a guy like David Ortiz or something,
or like
like
Adam Dunn.
Adam Dunn, someone who just you know they're gonna pull it, and they're probably gonna hit a home run or whatever. But they'll most likely will pull it. But now it's like you have to have a shift for every single player. That seems to be a bit ridiculous. And to your point, yeah, I wish more teams and players, because like when it happens, when that one player drops a bunt down the left field line, let's say, and he ends up getting like a double out of it, like that's awesome. But I just feel like if teams were gonna counter the shift that way, they would have done it more by now. I don't know.
I just don't know why you don't do it. Like I get that, like I don't know. For instance, like Christian Yelich, I'm pretty sure there's a shift on him strong to the right side, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you just trust him more as a power hitter to hit one out of the park than you do,
Yeah. Yeah, because
maybe that's just it.
yeah, because
I don't know.
that's what I don't. It's like maybe I guess maybe some players like well, I'll just take lefties for an example because it's just easier. Everyone shifts to the right. I don't know, maybe for most lefties they're not comfortable enough trying to hit it the opposite way. But it's like at this point, if they're gonna shift you that hard to where any ground ball from the middle to the right side is going to get picked up no matter what, like I don't know, try try aiming it that way. I don't know.
But even if you drop it down the first base line as a lefty, that first baseman is gonna come up to get the ball, right? Where's the second baseman playing in a shift on Yelich? In right field, right? Way back there in right field.
Yes,
Who's gonna cover the base?
the pitcher.
Fast in a foot race against Yelich?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying that's probably who would have to cover.
Right. So it's like I even like those odds
Yeah,
over hitting into the shift.
I just think it's funny that like he trusts him being a power hitter over him laying down a bunt. They'd rather have like the chance of him hitting a home run is so little to him being able to lay down a bunt on the left side. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, because it's annoying. I don't know. It's not that. Like I don't want to make it so it's like no matter what. Like I don't want to eliminate the shift to where
Right.
every time like a good player hits the ball, it's always going to be a hit. But it's like it's gotten to the point where it's like, okay, well, if he doesn't hit a home run here, he's going to get an out just because.
Exactly.
It's annoying to watch.
Yeah, I hate that when the shift has the second baseman. Yeah, like I said, in right field,
Yeah.
a ground ball that would have poked through between the first and second baseman is just routine to the short right fielder who is a second baseman, and it's just like, okay, well,
and like that
that's
doesn't
fun.
that doesn't take place like in like when you're growing up, right? Like no one has enough data on players,
Well, yeah.
that they're gonna have shifts on people and stuff like so. Like you're playing when you're like 8, 9, and 10. Like
I'm waiting
those
for
balls are
that.
gonna get through.
I'm waiting for
Right?
that Little
Oh,
League
it'll
World
happen.
Series. The Little League World Series where they got shifts on a bunch of 11-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if it's going to get that crazy.
It'll happen, though. Like, we laugh about it now, but it'll happen.
Probably. They got some big, burly, beefy kid from, like, Iowa or something. Yeah, he loves hitting home runs on the left side, so they got everybody on the left side. Oh, look.
Literally everyone.
It's like, wow, they're taking this really seriously. But, yeah, it's... I mean, my real hatred of the shift comes from the video game, just because I suck at hitting in the show games, so I always get mad. I always pitch. I'm always a pitcher. I don't know. But yeah, that is something they need to address because it's getting ridiculous and like the over analyzing. It's like, look,
I just feel like it's every night. I go on Instagram and there'll be like a new no hitter from Corey Kluber. Like,
yeah,
it's nothing. It's always something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what... They've tried so many radical things this year to try to drum up. And I don't know. In my opinion, if you don't like baseball, you're not going to watch baseball. Like,
no.
And I don't know if there's any... Like, is there such thing as a disillusioned baseball fan? Like, are there people out there who are like, meh, I used to watch it, but now I just can't... I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if those people... If that's a thing or not.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because, like, a lot of sports have the disillusioned fan where it's like, I don't like the direction it's going in. Beep, up, boop. I don't know about baseball, though. I know there's a lot of old school fans who don't like all the changes they're making to try to streamline it.
Sure.
And they have a point where it's like, don't, And I understand the old analogy, well, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet, but I don't know. Some of the changes, I think, won't. They just, I don't know. Talking like I know what the hell I'm talking about.
So I want to touch on something we discussed in a previous episode.
Okay.
Go for it.
Our shortstop position and the Trevor Story situation. That. So now a quarter of the way through the season.
Okay, wait, Dean, let me stop you. As you're listening to this, the episode that we truly discussed this has not been aired yet. So hopefully by the time you're listening to this, that one has been released and you listen to that one first. Okay.
Is that one on there? I thought that was like...
I thought that one did get released because it wasn't the last time.
I think it was 3 or 2.
I thought it was.
I don't know.
Yes, no, it was last time because that's when we brought in Sam, remember?
I thought that one got aired already, though.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so it was last time. So, I'll reiterate.
You will hear this. You might have to recap what we talked about, though.
Okay, yeah.
We'll release that one before this one comes out anyway.
Yeah, so hopefully this will all make sense in the grand scheme of things. Okay, Dean, go ahead.
Seeing what we just saw this past week from Luis Urias at shortstop.
Nothing good.
Our hitting as a whole team, do we trade for Trevor Story?
I think we fire our hitting coach first. Who's our hitting coach?
Let's see.
Andy Haynes.
Should be Darnell Cole.
He's with the. Was he with the Cubs?
I'd trade Luis Arias for him.
Wow.
I'd trade both our shortstops this year.
Well, I'm sorry,
Give
guys.
me Darnell Cole. Give me Darnell Cole back.
It looks like
Where is he? Where's Darnell Cole at?
I don't know. He's probably sitting in his condo in Florida.
Oh, okay, Diamondbacks. Okay.
That guy's the best.
Okay, well, it looks like this is just a random article from MSN.com. It says David Stern's more focused on finding solutions to Brewers' hitting woes than pointing fingers at coaches, guys. Come on. We're not going to fire anybody.
You should.
But that's pointing the finger, Josh, and that's mean. We got to find positive solutions, not negative ones. Oh, shortstop Luis Urias has struggled to produce. Oh, really? Okay.
Luis, he's a great dude, and he's been playing very well outside of a few games in which his errors have come in bunches. But outside of that, his defense has been phenomenal for the most part, making great plays. I mean, that one double play he had with Colton Wong is probably going to be one of the best double plays we see all season. But, yeah, I don't know. Those bunches are brutal because they've been in close games, and it's just been tough.
Yeah.
But, and, like, you can't even blame the guy because he's so young.
That's
and,
true.
like, so much pressure was put on him when we traded Arcia that it's like he goes from platooning at shortstop. You know, they'd put Arcia at, like, third base and stuff. But there was always, you know, that backup that Arcia was there if he needed to be. And then Arcia is gone. And now it is 100% up to Urias to be our shortstop and produce.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of pressure for a young guy like that who's still, I mean, you know, when you really hit your prime, you know, so you're still developing until you hit your prime. So, I mean, that's just a lot for a young guy.
Yeah.
So I think bringing in...
You think it would help bringing in someone else to take his job? You think that would help his confidence?
Oh, all right. Well,
I mean, it's not so much about confidence as it is experience.
You wouldn't feel like the organization is giving up on you?
No, because it's not like Trevor Story's coming in to take his role for years. You know, like you said, it would most likely be a one-year rental, make a run. Luis is still obviously the guy who we're rocking with in the future. But I think bringing in someone like Trevor Story, he could be like a mentor for him. And then also when he needs days off, Urias is starting, or even when he doesn't, you could even just like matchup-wise, I don't know, just we could use the bat, and we could use.
Then we're not re-signing Trevor Story at the end of the year.
I doubt we could afford.
So what are we giving up for Trevor Story then? To be a mentor for half a year.
This whole thing again. Here we go, folks. Strap in.
Well,
I'd rather have a really shitty year with Urias to get some growing pains out than give up our future for Story for half a year and then just get embarrassed at the winter.
What in our future is good from our minor leagues that we would give up for a half-year rental, though?
Then what would we give up if nothing is good in our future?
Okay.
Let's take a look at the Arenado deal. No way we would have to get rid of Hader for half a year.
That is Devin Williams then.
Why do you think we would give up these people? What is Devin Williams' contract is still isn't he on his rookie contract? There's no
'Cause
way
they're
they.
good. That's who they're gonna demand for someone like Story. If Story should want to stay in Colorado, they're gonna give him a good ass contract.
Yeah, but isn't Colorado like a dumpster fire now?
Doesn't matter if you're getting paid.
Well,
All right, so let's look at the Nolan Arenado trade, right? The Rockies trade away third baseman Nolan Arenado, right? Cardinals trade, and Josh, you tell me if you know any of these names, okay? Left-handed pitcher Austin Gomber, infielder Mateo Gil, infielder Elihuris Montero, right-hand pitcher Tony Lossie, and right-hand pitcher Jake Summers. Have you ever heard of any of those guys?
Cardinals better make it to the World Series then.
Have you heard of any of those guys?
I'm just saying, Cardinals better make it all the way then.
Are you saying you wouldn't give up guys who you
Five
have
guys?
no clue for an all-star caliber
Five guys.
shortstop?
That means they have to make the World Series this year. That's all that means.
Really?
no.
5 guys? Are you kidding me? There's got to be one All Star in those 5.
Oh, that is not a good take.
Ooh.
That is a extremely hot take.
Welcome to the Hot Take
Oh,
Podcast, Dean.
Hey, come on,
Episode
guys.
5.
All right.
If I pick 5 guys from the Brewers system right now, I'm sorry, but there's probably not an all-star within those 5 guys.
Oh, big
Wow.
fan.
What? Okay, you don't have to be a blind sycophant. Oh, they're all stars. Come on, Josh.
How many of our
I'm not saying
If
that
we're
they're
not- if-
all. I'm not saying that they're all stars. I'm just saying that there's got to be one out of the 5 that's going to be decent.
Oh,
decent compared to Nolan Arenado, bro?
Then make the World Series and win it then.
That's what they're trying to do.
Think they will?
Probably.
You wouldn't put it past them.
Really?
The Cardinals, they're evil, so of course they'll find a way.
I don't know.
That's my opinion.
Nolan Arenado just hit like 4 home runs in 4 games.
It's May. It doesn't matter.
So that makes no sense. This isn't we're not in Arizona. This isn't spring training. This isn't winter camp. This is the regular season. We're not in April. You can't make that beginning of the season. We're a quarter of the way through the season, Josh. When does it matter? September?
June doesn't
After
matter
the
either.
After the All-Star break.
That's when the real
what?
season begins. Should they just
No.
wiped all their records too? We're
They
starting
should.
over, folks.
It should.
That was just the warm up. Those were the prelims. Wow.
Well, I would trade anybody not named Bryce
Josh Hader,
Turang.
Devin
No,
Williams.
In our minor league, I would trade anybody not named Bryce Turang and Garrett Mitchell.
I couldn't even tell you who that is.
Well, then you
Big
wouldn't be
fan.
so sad that they get traded, so that works.
That is our future that you talk so much about, but you don't even know who they
shit.
are.
Uh-oh,
That's
Josh.
fine. That's
Oh,
fine.
okay. He accepts
I'd rather
it.
take the prospects that I don't know.
Oh, and Ethan Small. We got to hold on to Ethan Small.
So Josh is
But,
for unknown prospects. Okay. Rather than
Yeah.
Trevor Story, I guess.
Anybody outside of those guys to get Trevor Story, trade the entire Timber Rattlers. Don't care.
Sell him the team.
If it's not Garrett Mitchell, Bryce Turang, or Ethan Small, I don't care, bro.
Oh man.
Because our farm system is not what it used to be. It's not in the best of state. You have a good MLB team or you have a strong farm system, and you're gonna have a good MLB team. Unless you're the Dodgers, and then you're just good everywhere, and it's not fair. But for the most part, that's what happens. You're rebuilding, and you have a good farm, or you have a good MLB team. Most of the time, you can't have both at the same time.
Yeah.
Right now, we should have a good MLB team. And with our record right now, we do. We're just not playing like it. But the fact that we are right around 500 with how little runs we have scored is actually, it's a good thing.
Okay.
Our pitching is so good that it's gotten us the wins it has. That when we start hitting the ball, it's gonna be scary.
I
Mm,
am
For every other
surprised
team.
that our pitching, our starting pitching is doing as well as it is.
it's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were a big doubter on that, Josh.
I really was. They just gotta carry it when the real season starts
Yeah, in 4
In
months.
August.
in July.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good warm up though. Give them that.
Okay. So, Josh, if not now, if you want us to just blow the season up, when do we make the big move for a Trevor? Not necessarily a Trevor Story, but a Trevor Story type. Because, like Dean said, this winning window we have is not going to last forever, and it's going to take us another 6 to 20 years to get back to that again.
No, I think we need to get. I look at our corners as a problem, first and third. I'm not hyped on Shaw as much as probably most people, and Daniel Vogelback. They're placeholders. Let's just be honest. They're just placeholders. Like we haven't had a consistent first baseman since Prince Fielder, and it's just kind of annoying.
Yeah, I would love to see a trade. Who do we trade for first base?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know.
Jesus Aguilar?
Yeah.
Think we
Oh,
bring him back?
God.
Bring him back,
No,
baby.
He can't hit a curveball.
Man has like 9 home runs this season. Hitting like 273, I think.
How many strikeouts?
It's respectable. Hey, as long as it's not Chris Carter level strikeouts, I call it a win.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
that guy was worse, wasn't he?
Yes.
If you're batting 273, I don't care how many strikeouts you have.
You're good. You're good enough.
What is our highest? I mean, Narvaez is hitting over 300, but outside of that, who has a batting average above like 250?
Yeah,
Who has a batting average above 200? Honestly, right now,
That's not good.
like, no joke. Our hitting needs to be improved somehow.
But don't point the finger, Dean. That's not what David Stearns wants.
No comment.
Do you guys blame Stearns at all for this, or is it just Council?
I think Council's getting a little too cute. That's my opinion.
I don't know. It's gotta come down to Stearns at some point.
Well,
I agree that he's making a lot of great moves, right? Like he definitely got us into a playoffs. Like just this year, I think he's flopped this year. Like I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I just feel like we should be doing better than
the only way you can pin it down is if you get rid of Council. Yeah. And then if you magically get better, well, then maybe it was Craig Council. But if you still can't hit the ball, well, maybe it was.
That's why I feel like it's not even Council's fault at that point. Like.
Yeah.
It's not Council's fault they can't hit the ball. Like,
yeah,
he probably is setting out the best lineup he probably can every day. It's just like no one can hit the ball.
Yeah, but it's all his fault though. Don't you read message boards, Josh?
No, I know. Oh, I do.
Because Craig Council's telling them not to hit the ball well. He's coaching them to not. He's coaching them to suck, pretty much, I guess. I don't know. It's a weird state of affairs, I'll tell you that. I'll say from our preseason predictions, I only have one correct so far.
What's your preseason?
Actually, no.
What was that?
Wait, hold on. Let me look at the standings as they are right now. All right, so in the NL Central, I had St. Louis. So far, so good. In the East, I had Miami. They are not doing great. And then in the West, I had San Francisco. Fuck yeah.
Second, probably, right?
Yeah. And then wild cards. Who cares right now? In the East, I had the Yankees, which they're above 500.
They're doing better than they were.
Central, White Sox, yes.
Yep.
And then in the West, Houston, yes. Oh, I'm actually doing pretty good. And you laughed at me for picking San Francisco and Houston. Oh, how you will eat those words.
No.
When the real season starts,
Season
right,
starts.
Josh? Yeah.
That's exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
My season really does start after the trade deadline.
Wow.
After All-Star break.
After we
Wow.
have Trevor Story.
After you get
Dude,
Trevor
we're
Story.
not
That's
trading
right.
for Trevor Story. That's not even a rumor.
Yeah, man can
That's
dream,
nothing.
can he?
That's
yeah,
an
it's
MLB
not a
show.
rumor. Let me look that up.
Don't even look up Chris Smooth's you probably look up Chris Smooth's season or something like that.
Oh. No, Dean's got his own blog, and that's what he's saying on it.
Don't give me the Jimmy Nelson report off Twitter.
This May 12th, 2021, MLB.com. Trevor Story trade fits at 2021 deadline.
Oh my gosh.
Yankees, A's, Brewers. Brewers off
Hey.
to a solid start in competitive NL Central, though Milwaukee ranks 26th in runs scored.
Oof.
Injured Yelich and underperformance have been an issue. Or injuries, Christian Yelich and like 15 other guys. And underperformance, Keston Hiura, Jackie Bradley Jr. Damn, they're just calling people out like this. Wow.
Hey.
It's kind of bogus. Okay. Been an issue, but the production from shortstop has been below average. That's bogus. The defensive has been pretty good outside of a few games.
Pretty good.
Cost-conscious Brewers ranked 28th in the league in terms of farm system strength. There you go,
Fuck.
Josh. What future are you talking about? 28th.
Oh shit.
That means we have to trade our currently good players then.
No, that isn't. No, we could just draft
Who
good
are we
players.
Who are we trading then for Trevor Story? We have no farm.
Bro.
Who are we going to trade for Trevor Story?
Who did they trade for Nolan Arenado?
Exactly, Josh.
Oh
Name
my
one
gosh.
guy that I listed like
Oh my
2
gosh.
minutes ago.
What? Don't get mad. You triggered?
No.
Are you
Have you ever heard of
triggered?
What's the Cardinals? What's the Cardinals?
I'm on it right now, bud.
Do it. Find
I'm looking.
it. Then you have to look it up last year before they traded those guys.
17.
17. Now look it up before they traded those guys.
For the record, for the folks at home, only the Astros and the Nationals have a worse farm system than the Milwaukee Brewers.
Also, 2 teams that just won the World Series, too.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
2020. 18.
Ooh, so they got
18.
a little
Oh my
better
gosh,
afterwards.
They got better, Josh. They got better.
They got a little
God.
better.
You know why? Because
Who do they
Arenado
draft?
took them under his wing and he taught the youngins how to actually hit the
Yeah.
ball.
That's right.
That's
So
not even
we'll bring
true.
Trevor Story in, and then maybe he
That's not
teaches.
even-
Yeah,
he
we'll go
teaches the
from
Tim
28
Bradleys.
to 27.
No one to trade. There's no one to trade for Trevor Story without us getting worse.
But how can you dismiss what we just said about the Cardinals? Those nobodies.
They're also 10 spots better than us, too.
Yeah, but no one's talking about how great their farm system is.
That farm system is not good. That farm system is
It's better than ours.
end of the mid tier.
Well, then where are we at then?
I mean,
The bottom tier, obviously.
The
but
bottom tier. So
you think we don't have?
Who are they gonna want from us? The dudes
Okay.
you don't want them to trade for.
Tell me this: would you,
Oh my
as a
God.
general manager,
Oh my God! I
let
wouldn't take anyone.
let your all star? No. Listen. Would you let your all star play out in your uncompetitive season where you know you're not going to do anything in the playoffs and you're
Yes.
probably not going to make the playoffs?
Yes.
Would you let him play there and then walk, or try to get, I don't know, maybe you
Oh my
trade for
God.
a few farm system guys
that are gonna be ass? Yeah.
and take a chance that one of them develops into something special,
Oh my God!
or let him
No.
leave for nothing.
No. I'd rather try to re-sign Trevor Story.
Re-sign Trevor Story.
That's what I. Are you asking me if I was the Colorado Rockies manager,
Yes.
general manager? Yeah, I would try to re-sign Trevor Story for half of the state of Colorado. Yeah.
okay. Well, good luck winning the division with that philosophy.
That's interesting,
my
Josh,
gosh.
because the Colorado
Doesn't
Rockies,
matter.
do you know what their farm system looks like? They're 27th. They're one spot above us.
Great. Great, so they can trade for players that are worse by one spot. That's fine.
No, so what I'm saying is they have no future.
They're not trading for a future either. It keeps them the same.
Oh
They have no future. So why would you keep a star?
Oh my God.
He's not going to
You
sign
just
there
said
if
that
they're
Nolan
not gonna be-
Arenado made the Cardinals better. Why isn't Trevor Story making those guys better?
Because the
That was
Rockies
a
are not the
joke.
Cardinals.
That was a joke. That wasn't real. That was...
Oh, come on. Okay,
Do you think-
comparing the Rockies and the Cardinals, it's like apples and oranges. You cannot compare those two.
No. And if Trevor Story is as good a player as Nolan Arenado, why isn't he doing the same thing for their organization?
Because who else is on Colorado?
Why didn't Nolan Arenado do that for the Colorado Rockies while he was there?
Bro, they actually don't teach the minor leaguers. I was joking. That is the
Oh my
minor league
God.
coach's job.
Oh my gosh.
Full disclaimer.
Spoiler alert. The MLB superstars don't have time to teach the minor league guys how to hit.
Not even at spring training.
No,
No.
that's about surviving. They don't have time for that.
There's no
Yeah.
way we trade for Trevor Story. I'll put $100,000 on it.
$100,000.
I cannot bet on it.
How about
unfortunately.
$100, Josh?
No, I want 100. That's how confident I am.
But Chance, you should definitely take up this opportunity to take Josh's money.
Yeah, that'd be nice. He'd be paying me off for the rest of his fucking life if that happens. And then if not, I will just fake my own death. And I will not leave an estate for you to take. So, perfect. So yeah, Josh. For the record, I have no idea if Trevor Story will come to the Brewers, but I'm kind of hoping he does, just to have Josh eat that big old piece of humble pie with a side of crow.
If you want us to finish dead last in the division, you'll have us trade for Trevor Story.
Are you forgetting that the Pirates exist? Are you forgetting that the Pittsburgh Pirates exist?
So you don't deny we won't be in first, though.
What do you mean?
No, we will be in first. What? I mean, regardless, we're probably going to win the division.
No way. No way.
Wait, so you're saying we trade for Trevor Story, then we immediately shit ourselves and come in last?
We're going to have to trade half our team for him.
What are you talking about? Come on.
Josh, his contract expires this year. Don't you remember that we don't have to give up a lot for him?
We have nothing to give up for him besides any starter on our team.
What did the St. Louis Cardinals have to give up for
Nolan?
Oh my God. Way better prospects than us.
Prospects you've never even heard of, Josh.
Have you heard any of those names before?
It doesn't matter if I've heard their names before.
But you just know they're good?
I know then why would they be ranked 18th and us 28th?
I don't know.
They're better than our guys.
That doesn't mean the guys that made them 18th are the good prospects.
I'm going to track these prospects from the Nolan Arenado trade
now.
Oh, God. Do it right now.
I will.
Bet you none of them are better than Garrett Mitchell or Bryce Turang.
Yeah, see how well they're digging the Rockies out of the basement right now.
I guarantee you they'll be better than our Brewers prospects. I promise you they will.
Well, they're doing a great job right now, 15-29.
Who's our last good Brewers prospect? Is that Arcia?
Keston.
Keston was, yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
He was so good. We had to sign a free agent to take a spot.
No, that's not related, Josh. Come on.
He's so good. He's playing the bench.
Yeah. Josh, how can you say that? Colton Wong could take anybody's position in the major leagues because of how good he's the best defensive second baseman in the league.
Well, if Herrera was so good, why would we have to sign him?
So you
because his defense is better than anybody. So it's an upgrade for anybody.
When given the opportunity, you wouldn't sign
Herrera's
Colton
not
Wong?
that good then. Herrera's not that good then.
Herrera is that good. He's a good hitter, but we can bring in someone who's better at that position and then shift Herrera over to first. It obviously hasn't been working out.
Who's Herrera? Yeah, how is he doing it first? Why is Vogelbach still playing then?
Because Herrera has a lot going on. He's not good.
He's not good at baseball.
He has to learn a whole new position. On top of that,
Yeah.
with things in his personal life going on,
You know what? That's who we trade. That's who we trade to Colorado right there.
and that would be the biggest mistake. That is someone you don't give up for a half-year rental.
My gosh.
Well,
That is someone who turns around next year.
That's what
That
it's
is-
going to take.
That is someone who turns around and hits 30 home runs next year.
Playing first then?
No,
Where? Where's he going to play baseball?
second base.
Where's Holton Wong playing?
No, I'm saying like if we trade him away, that is someone who then that would be a trade that would backfire. That is someone who
That's what it's going to take to get Trevor Story.
that is not what it's going to take. Is that who did the Cardinals trade Colton Wong for that?
No,
For Nolan Arenado? I bet you none of the guys the Cardinals traded are going to be half as good.
Colton Wong also won a World Series with the Cardinals.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he did not.
No, he did not.
He lost the World Series.
He gave the Cardinals a lot of good.
He's the one who got picked off. Remember that whole gaffe to end one of the World Series games?
He also had a game-winning home run in one of the games too.
Just saying that cancels out.
Josh,
He's actually.
if we trade for Trevor Story, we're going to be bottom of the pack. Right now, we should be bottom of the pack with how many runs we're scoring and the lack of run support. But our pitching is so damn good that we are sitting 4 games back from first, which is honestly phenomenal for how we've been hitting. Our team average is not good. Our pitching is so good that we win games even when we don't hit the ball.
Our starting pitching's good.
Sorry, what?
Our starting pitching's good.
Okay, well, you're talking like we're the Pittsburgh Pirates right now. Like, come on.
Maybe we are.
Well, no, we're not, because Pittsburgh is 17-25, and we're 21-22. We are not Pittsburgh. And don't you ever fucking compare the Brewers to the Pirates ever again. Well, maybe we are the shittiest team in the NL Central. Maybe. No. That is unacceptable.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Hang on.
Can't handle it. He's going to go and cry because you can't handle it. Anyways, really good debate, guys. I don't really have a dog in this fight. I see good points on both sides. We'll just have to wait and see.
Do you think we have to give up a lot to get Trevor Story on a team who, let's see, what are the Rockies right now?
They're 17 and
Dead fucking last. 15-29. Do you think they give a shit if they hold on to an all-star for the rest of this season, because they're going to win 30 games in a row and shoot to first place?
Yeah, I do concede to you that I don't think we'd have to give up the farm to get Trevor Story. I do see Josh's earlier point before this kind of got heated to where I don't see how that would help. Who are we talking about? Who would Trevor Story replace?
Luis
Urias, that's right. I see that. I don't unless you bring Trevor Story in and specifically say you need to mentor this guy. I think if you brought him in as even if it's just a half year, whatever, I feel like that would not do well for Luis's confidence. So I would concede to Josh on that point.
Yeah, probably not good for his confidence. But do you think he's an everyday shortstop at this point in his career? At his age, you think he's ready, talent, skill-wise?
I would say no. So
right.
Yeah, it's a weird, because it's like you rushed him too soon, but then it's like now if you take it away from him, that might blow up too. It's not
too late to
save
it all by doing that and letting him develop a little bit more.
Yeah, I think it's
especially behind someone of that caliber.
Yeah, it's early enough to where I think you can still potentially get away with doing that. Yeah. But yeah, the more we debate this, I don't know, the less far-fetched I see this trade. But
oh my gosh,
knowing the Brewers' luck, Trevor Story will go to the fucking Yankees or something. But
he goes to the Cardinals too.
He goes to the Cardinals. They trade five. They trade 5 more nobodies to the Rockies.
Oh my gosh, Do not call them nobodies. Don't
Yeah,
disrespect
okay,
them.
Mister. Yeah, I'm sure you had their
What is their
posters on your
ranking? Have
fucking
you
wall.
looked up their
Oh.
ranking yet, Josh?
Yeah,
Oh
What's it
my
looking like?
god.
I'm sure you got fat heads of all those guys in your room right now.
I'm about to order them right now.
Yeah, they don't even make them for those guys. You type in them, and they go fucking who? Yeah, so don't try that shit. But yeah, any
I'm gonna look up these.
okay to
I'm
end.
buying the jersey right
Oh
now.
my god! Wow, he's going this far to prove a point, huh? All right. To end this whole discussion, I don't know why I'm the moderator all of a sudden, but we'll give Dean. We'll give you just one final. What's your final statement on this?
My final statement.
And no interrupting, Josh.
My final statement. We would not have to give up a significant amount for Trevor Story, and the benefits outweigh the negatives. I mean, Luis, he's young. He's gonna be our shortstop for a long time, I'm sure. But maybe he just needs a little bit more time. Maybe he's not our everyday shortstop at this point right now. He's, like I said, he's so young. Bringing in someone like Trevor Story would be great because he's an all-star caliber, can mentor, just give Luis some time off. They can flip-flop. And I just think that brings a bat that we could really use right now because our hitting is not what we want it to be.
Okay. All right. Josh, what about you? Any final things to say, Mr. Guy?
All right, can I request a question?
Sure.
Yes.
Trevor Story. Dean, I need you to lay out a trade for Trevor Story right now. Who are the guys you got going to Colorado for Trevor Story?
Oh.
All right, give me a second.
Okay.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter. Anybody from our farm system who's not Turang or Mitchell or Small. Anybody, any combination of anybody that's not those three guys, it's fine.
Okay.
Because Turang plays shortstop and second base. Garrett Mitchell's an outfielder. Small is obviously pitcher. Anybody, those guys will be our future. Anybody outside of that, yeah, I would trade them for Trevor Story because I feel our team is good enough this year to make a run.
And you think Colorado's going to accept that?
Colorado's in dead last place. They have 15 wins. If they didn't accept something and just let him walk, that's kind of sad. Then taking a chance at some farm system guys who could potentially develop into something that could be useful.
They're bad though. Why would they want bad players from St. Louis then?
Because they're not going to get anything if he just walks. That's no benefit to them besides they just lost All-Star.
So they just purposely traded for bad players on. They just purposely traded.
Well, they're not bad players if they're playing professional baseball.
Well, I'm not saying
some players need the right environment and right coaches.
You just said a minute ago that they're garbage and they won't ever be anything.
They have the potential to be nothing.
Yeah.
No, they are not a top prospect against. I mean, look, if you look at that NFL, Tom Brady, what round was he drafted?
Okay. 7th. We all know this. They tell us every year.
There you go. What round was, I don't know, any of the last 5 years, the top couple round QBs, how great are they doing right now? Besides Patrick Mahomes.
Not great.
There you go.
So
same applies to baseball. The high prospects now could turn out to be nothing. The guys that are not all that on the rankings just need some time to develop or just switch up their game, and they could turn into Josh Hader. Look at Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns did not have a good ERA. He was not pitching well. He went down to the minor leagues. He dropped a pitch. He started throwing other pitches more, and now look at him. He's top starter in the league. Couple
How long
years.
did it take?
Couple years. 2 years.
Okay.
You're saying you wouldn't take the chance to have that happen and develop a superstar, all-star, over absolutely nothing guaranteed?
I can tell you this year already, we're not going to win the World Series.
Oh, okay.
You don't think we even have a shot?
No.
No shot. With our pitching?
No.
So why do you care if we then get Trevor Story?
Because it's a waste of getting rid of talent. We're going to trade a starting caliber player for Trevor Story.
I don't think so.
When next year we could do the same thing. Next year we can build on what we did this year.
None of them. Why would we have to trade a starting caliber in the majors?
Because they're not going to want our prospects.
Why not? They suck.
They're going to have to trade for the guys you don't want to trade for.
Like who?
The 2 minor leaguers that you said. They're going to want those guys.
Yeah, they're going to want them, but they're not going to get them.
Well, then we're not getting Trevor Story then.
Ooh.
That's what it's going to take to get him. He's an all-star. He's an all-star player. That's what it's going to take.
Because I looked up those Cardinals prospects, and the first pitcher I looked up.
Oh my gosh! You just said a minute ago they had the potential to be good.
Yeah, no, I know. He was 15. So with that logic, none of the farm system is touchable because they all have potential to be starters in the MLB, which is true. But if you trade the lower prospect guys, like for a year of Trevor Story, I'm doing it. Because win now versus, like Chance was saying, our window for winning is closing.
I can't wait for the real season to start.
The real season started April 1st, Josh.
April Fool's, boy. It starts on April. July.
All right. Well, if we keep going with this, we're just going to keep going in circles, and then we're going to get a bunch of, like, your mom jokes. So I think we'll end it there. If any other Trevor stories come out, we will be the first and only show to debate this.
So, can't bet monetarily on this, but Josh, I would like to make a little
a wager.
A wager.
Yeah, a little
wager.
A little wager. If
the
Brewers trade for Trevor Story,
I'll buy a jersey. I'll buy a Trevor Story jersey.
You have to buy a Trevor Story jersey.
I will.
And
I want a public apology on this show.
A public apology, yes. Thank you, Chance.
I will.
And if we don't, then...
Well, what would you want us to do? I don't know why it's us. I have no dog in this fight.
No, you do, Chance. You're on my side.
Okay. I'm like 60-40, I guess. But what are your stipulations if Trevor Story does not become a
Dean? If Trevor Story doesn't get traded to the Brewers, I would like you to buy a Richie Sexton jersey. First baseman for the Brewers in 2000, Richie Sexton. That's who I want you to get.
Okay.
Wall of Honor,
but
I'm pretty sure.
Wait, what if he goes to another team, but for like some really unknown prospects?
Why does it matter then?
Because then I'm right, but we just didn't pull a trigger.
Okay.
You really think he's getting traded this year?
There's no question. They get nothing if they don't. They're not re-signing him. He's not going to waste the rest of his career playing on a team that he can't win on.
Even for more money?
Nah.
No. Does he have a ring? What's the goal here? Why are you in the MLB? To win, right?
Some people probably get money.
Yeah. I think the money, I think the money comes second for a lot of them.
But I think he has money by now. At a point, you want to win. You know, there's zero chance Trevor Story is a Colorado Rocky after the trade deadline.
Oh, you know what? I bet he goes to the Reds.
Ew.
The Reds.
Yeah, you want to know why?
Why?
Because the Reds have 5 top 100 prospects that are going to get traded to the Rockies.
Okay.
5. You think
I
it's
got my money. He's going to the Reds. And when he goes to the Reds, you can buy a Reds Trevor Story jersey.
If he goes to the Reds, I will buy a Reds Trevor Story.
Okay, so basically, loser has to buy the jersey of Trevor Story's
Wherever Trevor
team.
Story goes to.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll take that deal.
That's good. I like that.
I like that. And a public apology on the Hot Take podcast.
Okay, yeah.
That is an incredibly bad wager for me because there is a 29. There are 29 teams.
No. It's strictly the Reds.
Strictly the Reds. Okay.
Yeah.
Reds or Brewers, and if he goes somewhere else, then
Because it's
not
the
bad.
same odds. It's the same odds for me. And if they lose, then Chance has to buy whatever team.
Oh, come
he
on.
goes
No.
to.
Fuck. All right.
And if he stays put, fuck you, Colorado,
yeah. Then fuck you, Colorado.
because he deserves to win, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you're holding him down there. The fuckers. Anyways.
Just kidding, Colorado. We love you.
Yeah, I don't. Fuck you. Yeah. So that was good. That was good shit. I wish we disagreed more on stuff because that was great. So I guess real quick, we've been going a while.
Gosh, I can't believe you kept that Trevor Story going on for like 3 months.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
it's good.
Well, at the beginning of the season, it was like wishful thinking,
It's
you
more
know.
of a meme.
Yeah, exactly. But now it's like, okay, look at what's going on.
We're kind of terrible. So
We can't. We're not really hitting, and we're making a lot of errors at shortstop. Now it's like, we could actually really use Trevor Story.
Yeah.
We could use the guy who's hitting 258 and 4 home runs.
Yeah, it's better than the Brewers right now.
That is better than literally like 75% of our team's
Yeah, I'll take
average.
that. I'll take 250 all day, bro.
If everybody on our team hit 250, I bet you we'd have like 10 more wins than we do right now.
Yeah. They'd be talking
Like,
about
no
us on
cap.
MLB Network. Greg Amsinger will be singing our praises.
All right, so we got Colorado coming in on June 25th to the 27th. I'm going to do a little bit of tampering.
Do some politics.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
MLB, I'm kidding.
Do some politicking. Say like, hey Trevor, don't you love Milwaukee?
Rob Manfred, David Stern. I was just kidding about that. I'm not really tampering.
Gonna cork all his bats. So then the Brewers like, wow, this guy's really good. We should maybe trade for him.
You know, Trevor, don't you just love playing here?
Yeah.
You just absolutely crush the ball at this park. You know,
yeah.
you might as well just go over to the home side. You know, the home side, the clubhouse is so much nicer over there. Why don't you just go over there for a little bit? Check it out.
Yeah. Interesting stat on Trevor Story. At AmFam Field, he's hitting 950. Like, wow. Wow. Well, wishful thinking. Anyways. Real quick, I guess one more thing we should touch on. This whole Aaron Rodgers drama. I, for one, don't really care. Because it's like, I don't know. The way they treat him in the media. Because it's like, it's all nothing. I don't know. I'm glad he embarrassed them on draft night. That was hilarious. But then everybody like just ran with it. And they're like, yeah, he's going to Denver. He's going to go... and it's like, I don't think so. I just think he just wants to have one other guy that's name isn't Devontae Adams. And hopefully, I mean, obviously the front office has listened to him. They signed Blake Bortles the other day, so I think they're really taking into consideration what he wants.
You know, I really think Blake Bortles is going to put us over the edge this year, and we're going to go out and, you know, he might step into that wide receiver. That's
yeah.
You know, he might go catch 20 touchdowns this year.
Yeah. We did draft a Clemson wide receiver.
Yeah,
I'm
but
really excited about that. That dude's a dog. He's solid.
I don't know. How's Rodgers' track record with rookie wide receivers? Doesn't it take him a while to
get relation and trust to
get good rapport with the guy?
Target, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Remember Devontae's rookie season and everybody hated him? I remember that. But, that was stupid, of course, because look at him now. But I don't know.
I mean, at this point in his career, though, I mean, it's kind of like all for nothing. Like, fuck it, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Stop playing on the Packers. Who cares? Just fucking chuck it. Chuck it to whoever's open.
Yeah.
Who cares if you think he's going to catch it? He can't be worse than what we have out there now.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Can he be worse than Equanimous St. Brown?
Hey, he's got a cool name. Shut up.
Then, okay, Alan Lazard's been pretty solid, honestly.
But MVS is
okay, yeah, there we go. MVS, he'll catch a ball 80 yards down the field, but then he'll drop a 10-yard pass for a first down. Like,
or he'll catch an 80-yard bomb, but then like trip at the 5-yard line, like shit like that, and you're like, oh, okay. Thanks.
I'm not mad about our wide receivers, honestly. Like,
I mean, they could be a lot worse. It's just that none of them are.
It really could be.
We have no number 2. They're all like number 3. Like, I wish, like, I don't know.
This is 2, but then you got to realize we have really good tight ends too. At the same time,
yeah, that we never keep. If we have a good tight end, we'll cut him the next year because I don't know.
Well, they re-signed Mercedes Lewis, so
thank God for that. He'll get his one gimmick touchdown every year.
Robert Tonyan, robbed of Pro Bowl.
No, All Pro. He got robbed of All Pro. He should have been first team All Pro.
Fuck. Yeah, I just can't wait for Mercedes Lewis.
He should have been second team at least.
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
He caught 15 touchdowns.
Yeah, I should have caught 16.
That's better than half the league.
I mean, yeah.
Put him in the top 5.
Nah, but is his name Rob Gronkowski though?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I was watching. I don't know why. I guess I just hate myself. I was watching Colin Cowherd's show the other day.
Did you know Colin Cowherd has a? Never mind.
Yeah, don't even.
You know something about his co-host?
Joy Taylor.
Yeah, that's Jason Taylor's sister.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Okay. I don't know. Everybody loves her, which I mean.
Is it better? Is she better than the last chick that
Christine
LeVar Ball just mantled?
That was hilarious. First of all, she is better. She's just I don't know. Every once in a while she'll like wear something like low cut, and everyone's like, I want to fucking stick my face in that, and you're like, okay. She's fine, whatever. But Colin Cowherd, he was talking about Aaron Rodgers. He made like 50 divorce analogies. When you get divorced, you gotta, it's about sharing assets. And he had what's his face on Devontae Adams, and Devontae Adams basically covertly, kind of in code, basically said, "Yeah, if Aaron Rodgers leaves, I leave too. Fuck this place. I ain't playing here without Aaron Rodgers." And I'm like, "Oh, that's good. At least Aaron Rodgers has some loyalty there." And then Cowherd was talking about, well, Packers should pick up Julio Jones. And I thought to myself, that means they won't. They're not going to.
It's kind of like a Trevor Story situation too.
How so?
They'd have to trade someone good.
Not really. I don't
think so. Who would you trade for him? What are you trading? You just trading picks?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Is he worth
I would trade them all. I would trade 2 years every single pick.
Really?
Yeah. Julio Jones. Nobody has more yards per game than Julio Jones.
32-year-old wide receiver?
Yes.
How many touchdowns does he have?
He does not score a lot of touchdowns, but that doesn't. Because you know who does? Devontae Adams. So if Julio Jones gets us down the field and then Devontae Adams gets us in the end zone, who fucking cares?
Gotcha. Okay.
Or, maybe our pass game isn't working. Oh, that's okay, because Aaron Jones is going to power through. And
no, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, I'll live for one Super Bowl. That's fine, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow, Jesus,
is retired
Josh.
Anyway,
that's fine. Okay. We'll trade our future. We'll trade our future for one
God
Super Bowl. That's fine.
Like,
Yeah, I would, because after Aaron Rodgers leaves, we're not going to have a future, Josh.
Yeah, there's
Because nobody, our entire Packers organization is built on the back of Aaron Rodgers. Without Aaron Rodgers, there is no Super Bowl in 2011. There's no playoffs every single year besides, what was that, like 2 years ago?
2017, 18.
Yeah, 2017,
Whatever
3
the
years
fuck
ago,
it was.
some shit like that. Mike McCarthy doesn't have a career. Mike McCarthy's not coaching the Cowboys today without Aaron Rodgers.
Yo.
Yeah, the Packers are not who they are without Aaron Rodgers. So yeah, I will trade away our quote future because we don't have one without Aaron Rodgers, and it's gonna be a sad day for Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers retires because we're fucked.
Yeah, get
You mean
used.
when Aaron Rodgers played on the Broncos?
That's funny.
Aaron Rodgers is not going anywhere.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay, what makes you think he's leaving, Josh?
Just he has not been treated at all like a Hall of Fame quarterback here, like at all.
Okay,
Like
we
he's just
can
been-
agree on that. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody agrees on that. It's
So
disrespectful.
then, why would he stay then? He doesn't. We don't deserve Aaron Rodgers.
Who's gonna offer him a better roster?
It doesn't matter. He's out of Green Bay. He'll be happier somewhere else.
Yeah, not if he's
He'd
fucking
rather
around
play-
going 7-9 with Denver. Then what's
Are you
what was the
kidding me?
point? What's the
Rather go-
point of fucking leaving then?
13-3.
He'll make that team 10 times better. He'll make that team 10 times better. They don't have to win the Super Bowl year one. Are you kidding me? He goes to Aaron
I'm
Rodgers.
sorry.
literally
Tom
pretty-
Brady changed the rules on that. If you leave your team and go somewhere else, the new
Status
standard
quo.
is okay. You have to take him to the Super Bowl your first year, so you can't use that now. There is
How many people signed?
there-
Many people signed there because of Tom Brady?
there's gonna be
You know, that the same thing would happen with Aaron Rodgers if he went to Denver. You know, how many free agents would want to go there.
okay, but like
You don't think the same thing would happen with Rodgers?
So you're okay with them throwing away their quote future for one Super Bowl, but not us? I'll take it.
It
I'll
depends.
take a year of being happy. I'll take a year of being
depends.
happy. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have many years left in him, bro.
How many years did Denver get the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning? They got there twice, right?
Well, we shouldn't count the first time. That was embarrassing.
Why not?
Because
Just because they lost
they
the
got
Super
fucking
Bowl?
ass
They
raped.
made it though.
Nobody fucking
Doesn't
cares.
matter. They
Nobody fucking
made
cares
it
if you
there.
lose the Super Bowl.
We made it to the
You
end.
don't care. You don't care that you lost the Super Bowl this year.
It's
Do you-
fucking no. That's not what I. Okay, I need to rephrase. Like, if you lose the Super Bowl, like, that's bad.
It does not matter
And it
that
doesn't.
you made it to the Super Bowl.
It doesn't. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
You're
It doesn't
right.
matter that you made it.
It's not.
You fucking
It's
lost.
not a successful season. It's not a successful
No.
season then.
Because you
No,
lost
really.
the Super Bowl.
Wow. You don't think for Denver that would be a successful season if they went
No.
to the Super Bowl this year?
Because the reason
Really,
the
considering
reason
the year they-
the
considering the
reason
year they had last year.
the reason they would pick up Aaron Rodgers is to win a Super Bowl. So if he takes them to a Super Bowl and they lose, guess what? The season was for naught.
Well, it's a lot better than what they did last year, though. You can't
So?
say it's a failure.
It is,
Okay,
though.
but now we're talking about Denver's goals instead of Aaron Rodgers' goals. Aaron Rodgers is not leaving to make Denver better. Aaron Rodgers is going to leave to win a Super Bowl, not to
Well,
make a
then
team better.
That's his fault then.
So why would he leave? That's what I'm saying. Why would he leave
Because
for
they've been
anything
cheating
less
on-
than a Super Bowl run?
Because he's been treated unfairly there. You don't think Denver's going to give him guaranteed money if he leaves?
Do you think he cares about the money or you think he cares about winning? I think it's about winning right now for him.
Yeah, I think he's made enough money. I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
he cares about that. I think he's looking at Tom Brady, and he
Well,
goes,
if he cares about money, then he wouldn't be upset in the first place, then.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
so-
he's been mistreated based on their drafts and based on him not having weapons
Based on
around
his-
him.
yeah, it's not like they're cutting his
You don't,
pay
think
every
you don't
year.
think it's guaranteed money he's worried about either?
At this point, I don't think he fucking cares. I think he wants to win another Super Bowl. That way, people can stop comparing him to like Drew Brees and say, "Well, he only won one." So that's what he needs.
Yep. He's not leaving for anything less than a Super Bowl run. He's not leaving to make another team who didn't make the playoffs or be significantly better. Who fucking cares if another team, if he made them significantly better? If he's not winning a Super Bowl, it does not matter.
Yeah.
And his best shot is staying on the Packers.
I think he'd go to a team like San Francisco too in a heartbeat.
Well, they already drafted a quarterback, so they don't need Aaron Rodgers.
No, I know, but I think he would be willing to go to a team in California, or I think he'd be willing to get out of Green Bay.
I mean, there's not a lot of. I don't know. There's not a lot of teams out there.
I'm not saying it's to be this year. I'm saying it's going to be in the future here within the next year or two. If it's not this offseason, it'll be next offseason.
Okay.
I think if he was going to leave, he would have left. They would have traded him by now.
Okay.
And I don't think he'll hold out now. I think this would have happened before the draft.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think.
I think he did kind of rig the draft to like potentially get him some wide receivers. What's he got a wide receiver in the 3rd round? And
Oh yeah, I think this all about
honestly,
this.
honestly, half of his wide receivers that have been good haven't come in the 1st round. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was more of a. I think people I don't know. Everyone just assumed, oh yeah, he wants out. I think it was more of a like,
He
hey,
wants help.
you fucking embarrassed me last season by drafting my replacement. So this season, I'm gonna make a little noise, and you understand that this is my team. This ain't your fucking team.
Right.
And you need to give me help. And yeah, them saying he's gonna go to Denver, that's fucking laughable.
Yeah, zero chance Denver.
Yeah.
0 chance he leaves Green Bay this season.
Yeah.
If I'm Green Bay, I don't even trade him. If he wants to be traded, if he will not play, if he sits out, he sits out. Do not trade Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because you automatically make a team way better by giving them Aaron Rodgers. And if your goal is to win, you don't want to make the other team better. Whoever you're getting back in return is not Aaron Rodgers, and they're not going to make your team as good as it would be with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So you let him sit on the bench if he's not going to play.
Yeah. And yeah, once Aaron Rodgers is gone, whether it be he leaves or he retires with 3 more Super Bowls or whatever, Packer fans need to be prepared to face the new reality of Lynn Dickey 2.0. So
we are not going to be good.
It is going to be depressing how bad the Packers are.
It's kind of like mind-blowing because think of it, all our lives, us right now, know nothing other than the Green Bay Packers being great.
Yeah.
And having a great quarterback. We've never had to live through the struggle of having, like,
Lynn
being
Dickey.
the Jets or...
No, like, a good example is, like, all of my friends up here, they're all Minnesota Vikings fans, and, like, that's awful.
There you go. Yeah.
That's
it's literally awful.
Yeah, it's no way to live.
We're so spoiled and lucky to have Brett Favre followed by Aaron Rodgers. Both of them, you could put both of them in the top 10 of quarterbacks of all time.
And that's why we don't deserve Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
yeah, we don't deserve him, but we need him.
We don't. That's right, we need him, but I wouldn't blame him if he left. At all.
Yeah, but I don't want him to leave, so...
Yeah, me neither. I would probably cry.
Yeah, to see him if he leaves and then like he somehow like wins a Super Bowl with another team, that is the most like blowing, like just the most gut-wrenching. That would be the most gut-wrenching thing to see.
I think it makes Gutekunst the worst GM of all time.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Oh, probably.
Absolutely, not even close.
I mean,
in my opinion, Aaron Rodgers, most talented quarterback of all time. And I know that's biased because I'm not old enough to have seen the quarterbacks of 30 years ago or like the Joe Montanas and people like that. But it's like the same with the LeBron Jordan debate. You think people back then were as good as the players now? Probably not. So I'm going to go ahead and say Aaron Rodgers is probably more talented than the guys who played 40 years ago.
Yeah, but Dean, they hit harder back then.
Oh yeah, they weren't so soft. Like, dude, come on.
It's like, okay, I mean, yes, you have a point there, but at the same time,
it's just like these guys. Professional sports have been established as a career where people understand that they can train their whole lives for that, and now they do compared to those guys that probably didn't do that from a young age.
Yeah.
And now we have it so broken down to sciences, and it's just the guys now are definitely better.
Good examples like Chancellor Boy in like the third Super Bowl or whatever. He's smoking cigarettes and
That's right, Len Dawson.
yeah,
Smoking
Len
cigs on the
Dawson
sideline.
cigarettes in like the locker room at halftime of the Super Bowl.
That's fucking awesome.
And now you got guys like Tom, where like they were doing like
eating kale ice cream and shit. Like what the fuck?
Like a little bit different than
yeah, it's a little different. Yeah.
So.
But yeah.
Yeah, if you put this Packers team against fucking Super Bowl I winners in their prime, yeah, good luck. Good luck.
There's gonna be a lot of late hit penalties and like in unnecessary roughness.
Do you remember that guy in the Rays? I think he wore number 0. That relief pitcher or whatever said he'd strike out Babe Ruth. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing.
It's like, okay, dude. Yeah, but you can't. So, what the fuck are you talking about? Because Babe Ruth is dead, retard.
Oh my! Oh my god!
How do you know? Maybe he's frozen somewhere, like Ted Williams. Give me a fucking break.
Hey Max, relax over there.
Anyways, yeah. Wow, this is the most heated hot take ever, I think.
Here you go, folks. You wanted a hot take? Here's some hot takes.
Getting mad, Josh. Sorry today.
Chance shooting me down for an actual news article that was published 2 years ago.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay. Dude, that was a real story on SportsCenter. It's a big deal that he plays for the Red Sox now. I don't know what his name is. He wears number 0.
What a big deal. Okay.
Dude, he was good 2 years ago. Dude, you like NASCAR, so just relax.
What the fuck does that mean? It's the number 1 motorsport in the fucking world, dickhead.
Really? You don't think Lewis Hamilton's pulling more numbers?
No, he's not. Not in America.
Really? Oh my god.
Okay, how about this? How about we mix NASCAR and UFC? The top 4 finishers in the race then step out and fight in a tournament style. The 4 people, 1 fights 4, 2 fights 3. The winners of those fights fight each other on the stage, and that's the winner of the race.
Okay, I think that you just described what bread and circus is, so I'm gonna pass on that.
I think you just put them all 4 in a ring. Make it a
Royal Rumble. Fuck it.
Why don't you just
make a fatal 4-way?
Why don't you just make the Trek a figure 8 and have them crash into each other? Anyways, yeah, I resent that asshole. I was gonna say I'm sorry about the dog piling today, but you know what? Fuck you. I'm not sorry. You're wrong on everything.
Wow.
So
Trevor Story's coming to Milwaukee. Aaron Rodgers is staying, and we're winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and
there's no way we win a Super Bowl this year either.
And I like NASCAR, so fuck you.
You know what? I'll double down on the jersey thing. If the Packers win a Super Bowl this year, I'll buy a Rodgers jersey, I guess, if they make it.
Shouldn't you do that anyways?
No
You say that like you hate Aaron Rodgers, and you're like, well, I guess if they win, I'll buy his jersey.
Well, let's double down on it.
Okay.
No, I'll buy a bad Packers. Name a bad Packers player. I'll buy a jersey.
Jordan Love.
You have to.
I'll buy a Jordan Love jersey.
Yeah, if they win a Super Bowl, you buy a Jordan Love jersey.
Watch him not even be on the Packers anymore.
They cut him before preseason.
You have to buy a Packers custom jersey and write Jordan. You have to write
Love on the back.
No.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, okay.
I feel like I just have to wear it out somewhere, like wear it to work or something.
There you go.
That'd be
and then people say, "Who was that?" And you're like,
then you okay.
You have no idea.
Here's the deal. If the Packers win the Super Bowl, you have to buy that Jordan Love jersey, and then we're going to go to the bars around Lambeau Field, closest to it, and you have to wear it around Green Bay.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And you have to say you were a believer day one.
He's playing for like Las Vegas Raiders or something now. Like
yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah. So, anyways,
Now I got 2 jersey deals on the line.
I know.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
buy a
God.
Trevor Story jersey. I'll cry the day that Trevor Story becomes a Brewer.
Okay, yeah. So you have to buy the Trevor Story Brewer. Dean has to buy the Trevor Story Red, and then I have to buy the Trevor Story any other team.
So 28 other possibilities.
Yeah. He'll probably go the fucking, I don't know. What's like the most
Yankees.
either the Yankees or like what's like the most non like
Oh,
the Mets or something like
Tampa Bay Rays,
the Rays or the
Athletics or some shit.
yeah, the Oakland A's.
Manny Machado.
What about him?
Josh will have to buy a Manny Machado jersey and wear it around Milwaukee. He will be loved.
Yeah.
Where Manny Machado Dodgers jersey said that Aguilar should have stepped out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. Say that. I think Aguiar like leaned into it a bit, you know.
We're setting Josh up to be absolutely annihilated on the streets of Milwaukee.
That's right. It'll make for great content, though.
The first Hot Take podcast vlog is just Josh getting stomped out.
Yeah, hot take IRL will be on Twitch. it'll be people donating like the N-word to us, the Keemstar N-word thing, just on a loop.
Oh my!
Like we walk into a cafe, and it'd be like, "Hey, someone donated $5." And it's just everyone call Alex up. And they're like, okay, I gotta go. Like, yeah, those guys were staring at me. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, Josh, you'll be fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll be in a safe place, like not doing that.
Remotely, you'll strap like a GoPro to me and see what happens.
We'll be coaching you the whole way.
It'll be like Impractical Jokers. We'll tell Josh, now tell him you love Jordan Love.
Yeah, tell him that you never liked Aaron Rodgers.
We should have never drafted him.
Tell him you got mad when they released Scott Tolzien.
I've been waiting for this day since 06.
Yes, there you go. Perfect.
Should have taken Alex Smith.
Oof. Well,
that one hit home to you a little bit.
Yeah, if they would have taken Alex Smith, you wouldn't have had a Super Bowl. So
that's true.
No Alex Smith slander. Allowed injury.
We probably would have had a solid 8-8 seasons for the next 6 years.
No, he would have given you a nice 10-6 season, and then you would lose every year in the divisional round of the playoffs.
Just to get my hopes up a little bit.
Exactly, every year.
Made it past wild card.
We made it past wild card once.
It would have been nice. Ryan Grant and Alex Smith leading the way.
Yeah.
With James Jones.
I mean, Alex Smith would have given you good numbers. He didn't turn the ball over at all. It's just that
do you think he had better wide receivers than Alex Smith?
What do you mean?
Like Jordy Nelson and Greg Jennings and.
You mean Rodgers in his prime versus Smith in his prime on Kansas City? Rodgers had better receivers.
Yeah, you think Alex Smith would be just as good with those receivers?
He probably would have been a little better, but I'm just saying his ceiling is not as high. His ceiling is get you to the divisional round every year. Yeah, because on KC, like the biggest weapon he had was like Jeremy Maclin, but Alex Smith didn't throw deep, so he was useless.
Yikes!
And then he'd dump it off to Kelsey, which was always good. But yeah, I don't know.
Or Dexter McCluster.
Fucking hated that guy.
Really?
He had one good year, and then he was
that was dope.
He was annoying the rest of the time. That's like the one game Niall Davis went off, and everyone's like, "What are you talking about? He's great." And yeah, then you didn't fucking hear from him the rest of the year. So shut up. I know my Chiefs players, and he was not good. But you didn't listen to me, did you? No, you all picked him up on your fantasy team, thinking he'd go off every week.
Yeah, because he's good. I think he was like a wide receiver.
He was a running back, buddy.
No, but like I think
Niall Davis was a running back, Josh.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dexter McCluster.
No,
still.
Dexter McCluster they used him as sometimes a running back, sometimes a receiver, mostly punt return. He did have his moments, but for the most part, he was useless.
You had Jamal Charles too.
I will never say a bad thing about Jamal Charles. I miss him more and more every day.
Too much.
I watch old highlights of him and I cry.
That's what I do with Derrick Rose.
Oh, yeah? See? It's just sad.
I saw this post the other day. I want to ask you guys about it. It said you have to pick one, and it was Shaq and Kobe never split up, Derrick Rose never gets injured, or Michael Jordan never retires the first time. I think that's an easy. I'm biased because I'm a Derrick Rose fan, but I'm taking Derrick Rose never gets injured.
That's a good
Shaq
one.
and Kobe. I know. I want Michael Jordan never to retire.
But wasn't that his? Okay, is the consensus that if he wouldn't have retired, they could have won more championships?
I think he
That's
retired.
probably what they're getting at.
Okay. Because I don't.
Well, I think if he didn't retire, he was going to get suspended from the NBA.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Obviously, in this hypothetical, that wasn't going to happen.
Yes.
Jordan never retires, but then gets indefinitely suspended. Well, that's a tough one. I don't know.
I'm taking Jordan retires.
Okay.
That's bogus.
Why?
He comes back and wins 3 championships.
You don't think he'd win? You really don't think he'd win 2 more in a row?
I honestly don't care, and it doesn't even matter.
Why?
Because he won 6. Who cares? 6 and 8. Who fucking cares if he has 8 or if he has 6? Because I would much rather have seen what Derrick Rose could have done and still be doing not injured. He's still balling out after the injury right now.
That's true.
So you'd rather see him lose in the semi-conference
Oh,
finals?
come on, Josh. Mr. Negativity today.
All I have to say is youngest MVP of all time.
Can't Dean have his moment, please?
Only person LeBron feared playing. Everybody in the league knows that he was the best point guard, the most athletic point guard, pure point guard of all time.
Still lost the semifinals to LeBron.
No chance.
Josh,
No.
Can't just let Dean have his moment, please.
I gotta set reality in place. LeBron's.
Yeah, your reality is fucking depressing.
LeBron's probably 5 times better than Derrick Rose would ever be.
5 times better?
Yeah.
Different positions, not applicable.
You're right. That if Derrick Rose was 6'9", he'd probably be a lot better, but he's not. So.
Ooh, okay.
Didn't he beat out the Cavs in his first year as a rookie?
And then what happened?
I don't know. What did happen? I'm not sure.
They didn't win a championship, but the argument was that they're going to lose to LeBron. But if they already had beaten LeBron, and Derrick Rose is only getting better because he's, 19 when he got into the league?
And who did LeBron beat in 2016?
He beat...
With just...
Golden State.
The Golden State Warriors.
With just Kyrie. Okay, we're not going to talk about Kevin Love. Or was he injured? Was he injured then? Kevin Love's not. Oh, dude, Kevin Love in his prime. That was part of his prime. Really?
Oh, his prime, yeah. His prime, he was decent. He was okay.
Okay. Oh my god.
Okay. Oh my.
So he'd make my on an all-time team. He's looking at the bench, maybe 11th or 12th man off the bench, maybe.
Jesus
but
Christ.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen was just okay too. He was a little bit better on a scrub.
You're right. Kevin Love's more like that Tony Kukoc of the '96 Bulls, probably. But
really, I'd say he's a Steve Kerr.
Also, even worse than Tony Kukoc.
No.
The third guy is Dennis Rodman.
I do know Dennis Rodman is the third guy.
So, Kevin Love's like the 6th, 7th man off the bench then for the.
I would go. Okay, I'll take that back. Kevin Love was probably the 3rd best player on that team, but was he the 3rd most important? I don't know.
Kevin Love peaked in Minnesota when it was his team.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that's because who else was there? Who was there? Who else was going to score there?
Who else was going to score on the Cavs? It didn't matter.
In Minnesota.
No one else was. Ricky Rubio, maybe, but
right. He took a lesser role at the Cavs because there's fucking LeBron and Kyrie. What more does he have to do?
Took being on the IL for the whole year. That's what he did. He decided to get hurt every year.
I don't think that's something you decide to do,
That's
Josh.
what you
Paul
decide.
George decided to snap his leg in that. Olympics game.
Yeah, he said,
He said, "Yeah,
I'm gonna do this now.
No,
watch this, guys."
I want to make everybody throw up on the first row."
no. Kevin unfortunately got hurt all those years. So we really don't know how good he could have been.
Okay.
He was good at moments when he guarded Steph in that series. That one play he was really good, but he had moments, but I don't think he's the game changer in that series.
You know who else could have been? Who else was really good before they got injured? Derrick Rose.
Ah. All right.
He still wouldn't have beat LeBron.
He already had beaten LeBron at that point in his career.
He beat him once.
How many times? So it's possible.
It's possible.
And then he got hurt, so we don't know.
You're right. I don't think it's happening more than once, though. You don't think LeBron, if he doesn't get hurt, you don't think LeBron's going back that summer to figure out how to beat Derrick Rose?
So who beat him in the?
Oh
what is LeBron like 3-9 in finals?
I think he's 4-9 now.
But he also did it against the Warriors, right?
Yeah, he did it against the Warriors, but that was fucking like 5 years post what we're talking about.
A stacked team, though.
Yeah, and LeBron did not have Kyrie or Kevin Love when Derrick Rose was.
Who did Derrick Rose have?
Who did Derrick Rose have? He had
Jimmy's leaving. You can't have Jimmy Butler on that team. He's leaving.
Jimmy Butler wasn't even. Was he even around during what I'm talking about? Don't think so.
Definitely was.
Like 2012?
Yeah.
Really?
I think he got drafted in 2011.
Well, he wasn't good like he is.
Still, though, he wanted to stay in Chicago.
Derrick Rose never gets hurt. Jimmy Butler stays in Chicago.
He used to play second.
Well,
Chicago wins the championship. Taj Gibson, Pau Gasol. You got Mirotic. You got who else you got during that time?
You got B-level players, yeah.
Oh man, the disrespect.
Yeah. I'll take a 36-year-old Pau. Yes.
Man, Josh, you're really killing us with your positive attitude today.
Who am I? What's the white dude with the beard and the facial hair?
Brian Scalabrine.
No. He played for the Knicks. He travels with Tom Thibodeau just as much as Derrick Rose. Why can't I think of his name right now?
James Johnson.
No, he was with the Bulls, and then he was with the Timberwolves, and now he was with the Knicks.
Luke Rittenauer.
Bro, this is not that hard. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name.
Goran Dragic. Kirk Heinrich.
Do you want me to just Google white guy beard basketball, Derrick Rose? Sometimes.
No, I got this. Luol Deng. There we go. Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh my gosh.
That's a name.
That dude's a scrub.
Wow.
He wasn't a scrub back then.
Oh my gosh. He got bullied by Kevin Garnett every game.
Hey, Josh. I remember in what year was it? It was probably 2013. We had the Bulls versus the Cavs. This was post Derrick Rose injury. It's a playoff series. Tie game. The Bulls inbound the ball. Derrick Rose gets the ball, runs to the left, pulls up, and hits a 3 off the backboard to win the game. And then the next game they give up a game winner to LeBron. If they don't give up that game winner, and if Derrick Rose never got hurt, I'm saying they take that series and they beat LeBron again.
Ooh.
That's not what happened.
Okay, but the whole point of this exercise is this is the hypothetical.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. If he didn't get hurt, and if they didn't blow that game,
then why are we even doing this then? If you're just gonna say, that didn't happen though, so what's the point?
If LeBron wasn't as good as he was and didn't make that shot, we would win every championship. You're right.
No,
you're
that's
right.
not what we're saying.
That's not the same. We're talking about the skill level was there for Derrick Rose, and he got hurt, so the skill level wasn't there anymore. If the skill level was there and he never got hurt, he's only getting better.
LeBron would still whoop him every series.
But he was not whooping him before.
Yeah, I still think he would win.
That's
No matter how good Derrick Rose is, LeBron's winning.
But the point is, he did not win against him.
You want a better take? Derrick Rose gets better and probably leaves the Bulls, probably.
Oh, come on.
Not a chance.
Really?
I mean, you saw the video of him when he got traded. He cried instantly. He's from Chicago. He grew up in. There's no way he leaves Chicago.
Oh yeah, he'd leave.
Based on what? Your hunch? Your hypothetical
Based on how
hunch?
the whole NBA's worked the last 5 years. Besides,
He's not the same as the other guys. He's not someone motivated. If he got drafted by someone like fucking out in California,
motivated by money at all.
He has fucking like a $200 million deal with Adidas. He doesn't even need to play basketball. He signed that deal in like 2012, 2013. He doesn't need to play basketball.
Neither LeBron's got $1 billion deal for Nike. He's still left to go to LA.
Not for money, to win.
Because he wanted to win a championship.
You don't think Derek would do the same thing?
No.
There's no way that Bulls team wins a final. There's no way.
That team is not going to stay the same the entire time.
Are they beating the Warriors?
I couldn't tell you because I don't know what would have happened to the roster by that point in time.
What do you think, though? You think they'd have a chance?
You see, the Bulls weren't good that year. So they didn't.
So
they weren't buyers at the trade deadline. They didn't.
Hypothetically, though, if Derrick Rose is that good, hypothetically, the Bulls could win a championship against the Warriors.
With or without KD?
Either way.
Without KD? Of course. With KD, it depends who's around him.
I don't see it. You can't tell me Taj Gibson's a starting power forward.
Taj Gibson, in 2016, Taj Gibson wouldn't have been a starter for the Bulls. If they were contending.
I don't know.
Well, I would have picked Shaq and Kobe staying together.
Chance never got the answer. Well, Chance, that was an even worse answer than Josh, so fuck off.
I just picked it because you guys picked the other ones. So. No, I was hoping they would stay together just a little bit longer, and then they would get really mad at each other and then blow up the whole Lakers team. And then the Lakers would never win a championship again.
Did what they did, but just a couple years extended?
Yeah, let it really boil up to where there's a lot of collateral damage.
Zach actually kills Kobe prematurely.
That's messed up.
Nah, maybe if they stayed together, that fateful day wouldn't have happened. I don't know how. But
probably not.
Maybe.
Probably does not happen. If
maybe Shaq says, "Why don't you get in my helicopter this time?" And then the whole thing's avoided. Right. What? I can't have a theory.
I mean, just life events are totally changed if that happens. So he probably does not get in the helicopter.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah, it's just saved Kobe's life.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Our hero, Chance.
Right. Give me Derrick Rose never gets injured.
Look, you guys are willing to call me a hero, and I'll accept that.
Derrick Rose years.
Once again, Josh, bringing up the positive attitude here.
The Bulls would have 3 championships in the last 10 years if Derrick Rose never got hurt. And if the front office didn't suck.
Well, can't do much about that. Anyways, Josh, you have any more dreams to trample on today?
For all of our listeners, your favorite team probably won't win the World Series this year. And, yeah, I wouldn't put too much stock in your team, whoever you root for. They're probably going to lose.
Wait, Josh, you're still working, right?
Sure I am.
Good. That's good. Because you're going to have to spend a shit ton of money on jerseys this year, bro.
Ooh, all right.
Damn.
Oh, my God.
a Jordan Love custom jersey from the NFL store, and
Are we talking
And a
like
Trevor Story.
unofficial?
No,
Like
you
an
need to buy an
official-
official jersey.
Like,
official.
Official
see if they even
sanctioned
have-
jersey.
I'm gonna
No DH Gate. No
AliExpress, no.
no AliExpress.
the Packers Pro Shop. Can I buy it?
I think so.
Packers Pro Shop. Yeah.
That counts.
It's $120.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
nothing for a working man like you.
Oh,
But you put that on top of the Trevor Story jersey you're gonna
I mean,
buy.
yeah, it's
and
probably at
sheesh,
least
let's see how much. Let's see how much. Brewers.
like
Custom.
250, I think.
for an authentic.
I don't know how to buy like a stitched one though.
You gotta go all the way, man. Come on. If Trevor Story ends up on the fucking Oakland A's, I'm gonna have to go all the way. So
What a random half a year jersey that's gonna be.
they're gonna be obsolete.
Real niche Oakland
Yeah,
A's fan. I mean, I can't say much. I have a Bill Hall jersey sitting in my closet right now.
it's
So
true. So I mean, yeah.
Bill Hall never
Ooh.
got back to me on Instagram about coming on the podcast. Bill, if
Who
you're
did?
listening to this, Bill Hall never got back to me
you
on
know how
Instagram.
much a replica custom jersey is?
Wait,
170.
200.
Custom like white alternate authentic custom Pats jersey is $384.
I told you, bro. You better be working lots of
Better
hours.
save those
My
pennies.
God. There's no way. There's no way I can afford that.
Why not?
That's like a month of rent.
It's called take a loan out, bro.
You'll be
Oh,
done with
Lord.
school by then, bro. Right?
Can I get a payment plan on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy a
You
credit
can put
card.
you can put it on my credit card.
Oh,
I
my
charge
God.
50% interest per week.
Relax. Relax.
Yeah, Josh,
No.
just get.
I'll do a night. I'll do a fake one.
No, if I let Josh use my credit card, he'd buy the jersey 4 times.
Hey,
My bank account would be empty.
That's right.
All right.
We'd all have Trevor Story jerseys.
Yeah, awesome. That'd be great.
I'm gonna give one for a giveaway, which you still haven't given out yet. So
That
Oh.
giveaway's been canceled.
giveaways
Giveaway has
again.
been postponed. The terms have changed since we only had one commenter. Shout out to Sam. A ball will be given away at 100 subscribers
That's fine.
on YouTube or 100 followers on Spotify, whichever comes first.
And stay tuned for our next giveaway: 100 V-Bucks. Buy your favorite Marvel scans and your emotes, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the kids are into these days. Kids playing Warzone now? I have no idea. Or are they onto PUBG? Or was PUBG ever famous?
I mean, it was kind of mainstream.
For a bit it was, yeah.
Dude, you know what's gonna happen with this custom jersey is that I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna put Story in the back of 27, and he's definitely not gonna be 27 when he gets here.
Oops.
That's probably what's
He's going to be
gonna
like
happen.
number 8 or like number... What's a random number?
We don't have a 27, do we? I don't think so.
What's this Garcia 24?
Yeah.
So okay, I'm on the Brewers shop right now, and like you can get there's an option for a retired player, like there's like a retired player custom jersey option. What 2 players do the Brewers have for retired players? Like what are the 2 options you can have?
Are you asking me like quiz?
Yeah, quiz. There's 2.
Molitor and Yount, maybe?
Chance, you have an answer?
Well, I would assume Robin Yount, and let's see, I'm going to think of a random one. Ben Sheets?
Craig Counsell and Corbin Thomas. That's awful.
Craig Counsell.
Wow.
You think Craig Counsell purposely was like, no, you put my fucking jersey in there?
Gorman Thomas. Are you kidding me? Like, he's good, but like, how does he get his own custom jersey on the shop?
I don't know. I'd rather buy a Ricky Weeks jersey. Just for the
That
memes.
should be the real punishment.
Buy a Ricky Weeks Mariners jersey.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's perfect right there. You could probably buy those for like $8.
True. Probably.
They're probably giving them away.
I see.
If you buy the Trevor Story jersey, they'll say, "We'll give you a Ricky Weeks jersey free."
Let's see what Ricky Weeks jerseys are pulling on eBay this week.
Mariners fan shop. Let's see.
Signed jerseys are going for 110.
Wow.
I'd rather just buy a signed Ricky Weeks jersey than buy a custom one.
Yeah, that'd probably be better. Oh, he was on the Diamondbacks. That's right. I forgot about that. Oh, that's right. I had to look that up. Anyways, I think we've covered the two things we wanted to. And we've
You don't have anything else to add?
I have nothing.
Nothing else?
No.
Are you happy with the Chiefs draft?
I don't care about the draft.
Why not?
Because who fucking cares? Half these fuckers aren't even going to see a football.
You know who's going to be really bad? I'll tell you who's going to be really bad. It's that Kyle Wilson kid who's going to be in New York. He's going to be awful.
Was he for the Jets?
The Jets, yeah. He's going to be awful.
Yeah, I don't know. I had not heard of him until they drafted him, so.
Literally.
Yeah, I don't know, New York. Come on. I'm more excited about Tim Tebow playing tight end.
Dude, you want to know a fun fact about Tim Tebow? He's the oldest player on their team.
Wow. Skip Bayless came out of the woodwork again to defend him.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah.
That's awful.
I always forget Skip Bayless is a ride or die with old Tebow. And he always goes back. In 2011, he brought them back from 1-4, and he beat the Steelers. Yeah, okay. What did he do after that? Oh, they gave up on him. So then it's like, oh, okay, Skip.
Right. No, that's not true.
And it's weird because, like, Skip's very ride or die. And, like, when Shannon talks about Tim Tebow, like, he gives off the impression that, like, Shannon hates Tim Tebow, like, personally. And I don't know. Maybe that's just for the show, but it's like, you guys, it's like, Tim Tebow's not doing anything wrong. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. It's funny. It's a clown show, so I'm all here for it.
I love it.
Yeah. As far as the Chiefs go, I don't care yet. It ain't football season. I'll start caring
when the real season starts.
And when the real season starts in mid-December, that's when I'll start caring about the Chiefs. The first 13 games of the season is a wash. So, yeah.
That's true for football too. If you get hot in the last 4 games, I'm probably picking you to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, especially when you're 0-12 and you get hot in the last 4 games. Wow, really end the season strong.
No. If you're sitting like 7-6 and you win like the last 4, you can pretty much guarantee I'll pick you to win the whole thing.
Okay. Unless you face Tom Brady.
Oh, there's that.
That's the one thing you can't do. I never bet against Tom Brady in the playoffs.
Shouldn't.
I mean, yeah, it's at this point, it's like, why the fuck would you?
It's a pretty good bet.
You idiot. Nah, this time, though, he's going to lose. Yeah, okay, what makes you think that? But, yeah. But, Dean, you got anything else to add before we take off in our longest episode ever?
I have nothing. It's been a good episode.
You got nothing left, Dean? Are you sure?
Nothing left. Just to reiterate, Trevor Story's coming. Hopefully, Aaron Rodgers is staying, and the Packers are winning a Super Bowl.
I can't wait to.
And
Trevor Story.
Derek Rose is the greatest what if player in history.
Facts. That's not even a debate.
Brandon Roy.
Get out of here.
Greg Oden.
Okay.
Stop.
Josh, what about you? You got any final?
Ari Parker.
Okay. Do you have anything?
Now you just no.
Do you have any other depressing things to say before we take off?
The Brewers season's probably over. I'm not gonna lie.
There it is.
I mean, I know the real season's gonna start here pretty soon in a couple months, but
it's already a
I'm
wash.
not gonna get Brewers fans' hopes up right now, and it might as well be a wash. Probably should fire council and our hitting coach and start rebuilding for next year.
Okay.
Apologize for Christian Yelich for selling him on a fake dream, and
sold him a bill of
yeah,
goods.
we probably should have stayed in Miami, but you know.
Yeah, because they're doing so well.
No impacts at least. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. So the backers are probably gonna be in the cellar by next year. So you might as well get prepared now.
All right, Josh.
And go Twins.
Yeah, I knew that fucking thing was coming.
When the Brewers win a World Series, you are not allowed to celebrate.
No, you are not.
Looks like that won't be happening for a while though.
Okay.
Not after you just say go Twins when they're 15 and 28.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Even I'm not dumb enough to say something like that. Yeah.
They're my AL team.
Yeah, you could do a lot better.
It's okay.
Yeah, when the Brewers win the World Series, Josh is going to be the guy. We gave up too many prospects to win the World Series. How are we going to repeat for next year?
We're not. That's the thing. We're not going to repeat for next year.
No, I'm just saying.
No, you're right. It'll be cool for like a week, and then we'll look at next season like,
gosh.
I guess fourth place is cool.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I think you're forgetting. We don't have a World Series win in the 50 years we've been a team. So
You're
World
right.
Series win, we still think about our one World Series appearance in 1982.
Milwaukee Braves won a World Series in 1957.
That's not the Brewers. That's not the Brewers.
So one in Milwaukee.
That's not the Brewers.
God.
I'm just saying though, it'll be cool for a week.
A week.
Cool.
Give me a fucking break.
A parade. We'll be drinking Miller Lite. And then you know what? In next July, when we're sitting like 20 and 56, you'll be like, oh man.
At that point, who gives a fuck? Because we won a World Series, dummy.
It was cool. It was so cool to win that one time.
No point in trying.
And then for the next 20 years.
Yeah, so your whole rationale is never try because even if you win a World Series, you're probably not going to win another one.
Probably not.
So don't even try to win one.
When was the last team to?
And we could have one, and then we could have Christian Yelich come back every 10 years. I remember when he won that one World Series, and then risked our whole future to win another one, and it never happened.
Every team goes through being good and then rebuilding, and then being good and then rebuilding. Unless you're a major market team like the Yankees or like the Dodgers, and you can just buy your roster to what you want every single year. But we're not like that. We're a normal team. We're a small market team. So you have to be bad sometimes, and then you can be good sometimes. But when you're good and you have players that are really good on small contracts, you take advantage of that. I mean, not that we have that right now. I mean, is Christian Yelich still on the last year of his like old pay, or is he on his new pay now? I don't know. But when you have players like that, that's when you go for it all, because it's not going to last forever. So you have to try to go for it all when you have the chance, because it's not going to last too long.
So Josh, you're saying that even if we win a World Series, we shouldn't celebrate it because who gives a fuck?
I'm looking for dynasties.
Well, guess what? Maybe move to another state if you want fucking dynasties.
You're looking for California, but
for a dynasty.
I'm sure the weather is nice in Los Angeles, so why don't you get your ass down there if you're talking dynasties?
It doesn't have to be California. You don't think
Oh.
the Seahawks did it in Seattle?
Not a
No,
dynasty. How many
that's not a
times did they win
fucking
the Super Bowl?
dynasty.
Get out of here. They went to the Super Bowl like 3 out of the 4 years.
They went to
Did
Super
they
Bowl
win? How many did
twice,
they win? How
and
many
they
did they win?
lost one.
There's no way
Yeah.
the Brewers could ever
That's
do
not a
that. There's
dynasty.
no way the Brewers could ever make it 3 out of 4 years to the World Series. There's no way.
So the only way
was-
you will accept a World Series win is if we have to win 5 of them in a row.
No, you're right. I'll be happy for a week, and then I'll settle
You'll
back
be
into a
happy for a week? What the fuck are you talking about?
Josh, we've made the playoffs 3 years in a row for the first time. I think we're in as much dynasty as we get.
where we get our hopes up again, but at the start of the spring training.
Jesus
oh,
Christ.
we won the World Series. We'll be good. We'll be good again. And then when we're in the cellar the next year, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise at all. It'll be exactly like the Mariners in 2001
Yeah,
when they
but
won
at least they won a world. At least we would have
They
won a
didn't
World
even
Series.
Seriously, they won 111
No, I'm
games.
talking about this hypothetical. At least the Brewers would have won a World Series. What kind of a waterhead retard only celebrates
okay.
only
Okay.
celebrates a World Series for a week? Are you kidding me?
No.
So
No.
after the Packers won
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, you were already thinking of next season. 5
the
days
Nationals-
later, give me a
Nationals-
fucking break.
The Nationals are still happy with their World Series
Yes,
Yes.
because they were a wild card team.
because they won one 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Josh, okay. Listen to me, bro.
I'm
We
still
are as
riding high
close
from my
to-
Chiefs Super Bowl. Do you really think a
Even
week?
after they lost this year.
Yeah, because guess what, Josh? At least I got to see them win a Super Bowl.
That's a
Yeah.
dynasty by your
I-
definition, because that's what the
still
Seahawks
Yeah,
did.
obviously I
Am I-
witnessed my
am I
team
still riding high
start a
from the Packers
dynasty.
Super Bowl?
What?
Am I still riding high from the Packers Super Bowl?
That was 10 years ago.
Well, was they I was excited the next year when they lost it? No, you know what? We still won a Super Bowl last year. I guess that's cool. After that, we won a Super Bowl
But
2 years
you're
ago.
you're diminishing it.
You
are
we won a Super Bowl 10 years
you
ago.
are diminishing the fact that we won that you win a championship at all.
Yeah, I'm not happy with the Super Bowl 10 years ago. We still have a Hall of Fame player on our team.
Okay, but don't diminish the fact that you won a Super Bowl.
But we weren't shit the next year. That's the thing. You're saying we're going to be absolute garbage
Yeah.
if we win a World Series.
We
We were
15-1.
still competing.
We were
It just
15-1.
didn't work out.
No, we're talking about the Brewers now. You are saying hypothetically, if we win a World Series, that automatically the next year we're just going to be shit.
Hypothetically, we have a really good team right now with a potential Hall of Fame player in Chris Yelich if he keeps it up. Yeah, it'll be a waste. It'll be a complete waste. Just like we wasted Braun, just like we wasted Fielder.
It won't be a waste if you win a World Series.
One of them.
That is
If
the
we win-
goal.
That's
We win one, but then if we don't win another one after that, it's still a waste.
okay.
We
We're
have
not talking. We're not talking about the Dodgers here, who are expected to win
Yeah.
the World Series every single year.
It's a waste of Yelich when we sign him for almost a lifetime deal. Yeah, that's a waste.
That's not
It is not a
waste.
waste for him to give us
One-
something that
one
we've never
World
had
Series
before.
on a Hall of Fame player?
Josh, we're as close to as a dynasty as we have ever been as an organization. We went to the playoffs 3 years in a row, which we've never done before, and now we're probably going to go back again this year. This
No way
is
we-
our prime time shoot for the World Series. Go for it all. 50 years, no World Series. 3 playoff appearances back to back to back. The first one, 2018, 1 game from the World Series. We
I
should
don't-
have went
I
to the
don't
World
even-
Series.
I don't
Second
even know.
year.
I don't even know if you can count last year.
Okay, I mean,
They still made the playoffs though. So
What was
still
our
made
record?
playoffs.
What was our record going to the playoffs?
We
below.
didn't have a shot, but we were still good enough to make it. We were better than the other teams that also had the same chance as us. But second year, 2019, wild card. Who do we lose to? The World Series champs. In a game that we should have beat them in. And then last year we make the playoffs. Obviously not as a good team. It's an off year with COVID and everything, shortened season. Doesn't really matter. We still went there. So now we're in a good place with better pitching than we've ever had. And you think it'd be a waste if we won a World Series? Bro, most of our
looking for-
team's going to stay together. All the important pieces to our team are going to be here next year.
No way. You don't think they go somewhere else for more money or no income tax or somewhere warmer, somewhere not Milwaukee?
Not
That's
right.
what our
Not right
that's
after a World Series win.
Whose
people,
contract ends next year or after the season?
people would still leave.
Christian Yelich is here. Pretty sure Woodruff's still here.
Okay,
Don't know
so
about Burns.
2 players.
Peralta's still here.
And you got to minus all the guys who got traded for Story because he's leaving.
All the minor leaguers that wouldn't be in the majors anyway. Okay.
And then Trevor Story's leaving too.
Probably yes, but then Luis is.
But he would have.
Most
He
likely
would
gonna
have
be
used.
ready.
He would have fulfilled his purpose to get us to a World Series.
Exactly. We know he's not going to re-sign if we get him.
And then we can get rid of him and lose a bunch of games next year.
Jesus Christ.
He wasn't ours to have in the first place. He's brought in to win games this year.
That's great. If you guys want to sell out for 1 year of success,
Yes, I'll take it.
Yes, I'll take a World Series for the Brewers.
win one
So
World
like
Series,
one series, so that one doesn't even count. We shouldn't even get a trophy because we only won it once. Is that what you're saying?
for the next 20 years. That's fine. At least we got one.
Hey, if it only takes 20 years to get the next one, that's better
It's
than
better
50.
than fucking 50, dude. Shit. You can ask for more. You can say I want to win more than one World Series. That is fine.
I just don't know why you would want continued success.
No, I'm not saying I don't want continued
When
success. I'm
Kansas
saying
City won one, did they say,
That's
"Oh,
how much it would
that
take
sucked
to
because
win
we didn't go
one
in that
World
game"?
Series? That's what it's going to take. It's going to take us to trade everyone to get players around us like Trevor Story and any other good starting pitcher to get us to that spot.
We have great starting pitching. We don't need another great starting
You
pitcher.
really think so? In a 7-game series, we can win it with our starting pitching right now?
Yep. If our
Oh.
bats are hot, yep. If our bats are normal, if our bats are average, yes. We took 3 of 4 from the Dodgers with minor league lineup, and we
no
swept the Padres.
There's no way.
Look,
You don't know why.
my
Because we
whole
played before the real season started.
Okay. My whole point in this is yes, I would like the Brewers to win multiple World Series, but we're talking about a team who has never won one before. So, step 1, just win one.
And then go from there.
And I'm not saying
wouldn't
I'm not saying you should just settle for one, but you got to win one first.
So okay, let's put it in perspective. So you would be fine if they kept Pat Mahomes on a rookie deal, let him go, or didn't re-sign Kelsey or didn't re-sign Hill or anything. Didn't keep that team together at all.
Okay, well that's stupid because obviously
No, tell me. Like why wouldn't you want that?
Wait, how is that
what?
how does that make any sense of what we're talking about right now?
So after the Brewers
They
won
didn't
a World
trade away
Series,
for any of those players.
They re-signed him though. They could have let him walk. They didn't have to sign extensions with him.
Yeah, but they have the money to do so.
So you're saying so like if so the Brewers would let Christian Yelich walk after a World Series win? Is that the comparison you're trying to make?
He's locked in He's locked in contract.
Just saying though, if you okay, Chiefs win the Super Bowl, and let's just say they're all on expiring deals, or like you can't sign them all, or you can't get rid of them, or you have to get rid of them. You're gonna do that. You're not gonna try. You're not gonna try to resign them all.
Well, you have to
Of
resign.
course, they're gonna try.
You have to resign.
Some of them are gonna want more money and go somewhere else. But of course, you're gonna sign.
You have to resign the ones that are integral to your team. Like you have to resign Patrick Mahomes, and maybe out of Kelsey and Hill, I would resign Kelsey. But it's not. You can't. It's
not relevant to the Brewers.
You can't really compare football and baseball because with football, like with Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes, they can elevate everybody else. With baseball, you need every single person to work at their position.
Wouldn't that be the same for football though too?
I guess, but it's more so like a Patrick Mahomes can elevate subpar receiving core. Can Yelich elevate a subpar outfield By doing what? Hitting well? So I'm saying it's hard. You can't. It's not as easy as just comparing the two. Anyways, the point I'm trying to say is that if I just want to see the Brewers win a World Series,
Yes.
I don't think that's too much to ask.
And we're not going to give up the entire future to do so.
We're gonna have to though. If we're gonna win the World Series, we're gonna have to give up a lot.
We're not many pieces away.
How many?
2.
What are they?
First baseman, obviously. And then I would say a solid bat. Yeah, like Trevor Story.
So who are we gonna get?
Okay, we've already discussed this.
Who are we gonna get for first base?
I would have to look whose deals expire this year. It depends whose deals expire this year.
I don't even know who you would trade anymore. You can't trade that many people from our farm system.
Why?
They're not even gonna have a team. You trade 4 or 5 guys from AAA, they're gonna have to bring up for Story. If you don't think they're gonna demand at least 3 players for Story and a draft pick, bring up guys from AA.
Okay, well, we're back to the Trevor Story thing. Okay.
No, I'm on the first base thing. I'm on the first base thing because we're gonna have to pick. We're gonna have to pick one or the other.
Both. Why not both?
Because we don't have that many people to trade for people.
Okay, so if we get rid of, I don't know, Vogelback, and we trade
for Vogelback right now.
What's up?
As good as he's doing, who is he going to trade for?
I don't say we trade for Jesus Aguilar and we trade away Vogelback and minor leaguers for Jesus.
I think you got to pick someone off free agents if you're going to do anything.
Well, that's not going to be helpful because if they're not on a roster right now, they're probably not very good.
Matt Adams from St. Louis.
He's a free agent.
Is he better than Vogelbach?
I don't know.
I think they're pretty comparable.
Okay, Josh. Then what is your scenario?
Replace him with the same stats. We need someone. We need a true first baseman defensively and
running out of players to trade though.
Okay.
It's gonna cost us three players at least for Story.
Okay, Josh.
And not major leaguers though. This is not going to cost major league.
You're right, but then it's going to take us another 3 to get a decent free agent or a decent first baseman too. And it's going to be one of those guys who's on your untradeable list from the minor leagues.
Okay, Josh. So what is your scenario then? What would have
you have to write it out this year? You're going to have to write it out this year.
So this year's a wash?
Yeah.
Even though, in your opinion, the real season hasn't started yet?
I'm just saying, as of right now, there's no way. Even when the real season starts, your record's not going to be good enough to even compete.
Okay, how about this? Even if Keston here gets back to his form and comes up and plays first.
There is garbage.
So we just need another bat. He's good. Having a bad year.
He's going to be one of the guys you trade for your shortstop or your first baseman.
They don't do that. I doubt they do that.
Really? Because they traded RC without a problem.
RC has been with us for like 6 years. Yeah. They gave him plenty of opportunity and plenty of times waiting for him to develop into the next level, and he just didn't do that.
Is he better than Herrera right now?
Better than who?
Herrera, our starting shortstop right now.
Luis Urias?
Yeah, why wouldn't? Yeah,
He's in the minors. Luis is in the majors.
yeah, because he's playing. Because Dancy Swanson's their starting shortstop.
They're pretty interchangeable, honestly. Arcia,
Dansby?
Arcia and Luis, except Luis is younger, so he's still. Arcia kind of hit that age where he's not really going to develop
He's
much
doing better.
further,
He's doing.
but
I think
Luis has room to develop.
could have wrote it out with Arcia for the rest of the year.
Oh yeah, I would have liked to keep him too.
And why?
He is
Why? Yeah, that's what they should have done. He would have been just as good as Luis is going to be this whole year.
Okay.
Yeah, but where does that help us? Because we need a little bit better than that.
Okay.
But Luis is going to do us that for us. If you're going to trade for a shortstop, why not just keep Arcia for the rest of the year? Trade him to Colorado if he's going to be a minor league player.
Yep, I would have liked to have seen that.
Okay. All right. I'm going to step in here. This is obviously this will be an ongoing debate that we keep circling back to, but it's getting to the point where we're just going in circles now. And I believe this show.
Yeah, maybe I want to go around in a circle, Chance.
What? What'd you say?
Maybe I want to go around in a circle.
Okay, well that's your business, but I'm the one recording this, and it's getting pretty long.
Chance's computer's about to explode.
Yeah, it's getting pretty gnarly, guys.
I just care about the Brewers, okay, Chance?
We just want to see the Brewers win, man.
Yeah, and
You
you both have different philosophies on that, and I respect that. But
Josh wants them to lose until they are a dynasty.
okay,
I want to see a win for multiple years.
I would love that too, but I want to see them at least.
Brewers fans, and I want continued success over the next multiple years.
All right. Okay. So, two different philosophies. That's fine, but we save this debate. We will continue this debate another time.
Yeah, wait for next month.
Yeah, I'll see.
Wait for next month and have the exact same debate again. Who are you going to trade for him, though?
Well,
no, it doesn't matter because the farm system sucks. Well, it does matter. Blah, 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 and we'll just keep doing it, and it'll be great. But for now...
the difference will be it'll be a month to the real season next month.
That's true. We'll be closer to the real season of MLB baseball. So that'll make it even better.
I'm going to put that on a shirt. Welcome to the real season.
Welcome to the real season of baseball. Yes. So I think this will be the third time I try to wrap this up. So, Josh, any closing words that will not trigger another heated discussion?
I respect both of you and your opinions. And even though I think you're wrong sometimes, I do respect them.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Dean?
Fuck you, I don't respect your shit. Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, right
yeah.
there? Okay.
No, I mean, we just want to see the Brewers win. I hope one of us is right, and we see the Brewers win for a long time. I would love that. I think we'd all love that. Brewers, let's make it happen.
Yes, I think at the end,
make multiple seasons happen.
At the end of this discussion, it is clear that one side wants to see a dynasty, and the other side just wants to see a World Series, just to know what it's like. But I think we can all agree that nobody here wants the Brewers to suck, because that's a bummer.
I just want them to suck for a lot less longer.
Okay. Yes. I would have to agree. So this is the end of probably our longest episode yet. I don't even know how long it is. I don't want to look. So be sure to follow us on Spotify. Check out the YouTube. What's the Instagram again?
At the Real Hot Take Podcast.
At the Real Hot Take Podcast. Be sure to follow us there. I'd like to thank both my co-hosts for not killing each other. That's always a bonus. And
No problem, Chance.
even though words have gotten heated, we're all still friends here, as far as I know. And our passion just shows that we care here on the Hot Take Podcast Network. And we hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you in another 3 months when we record our next episode.
Whenever the real season starts.
When the real season starts, we will be there to cover it and debate on Trevor Story's future. Have a good summer, everybody.